Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're joining us from. It's a Saturday. It's a Saturday morning, a sunny Saturday morning here in London in the United Kingdom, and we are on the verge of bringing you some of the greatest canoe slalom action you're likely to see for a long, long time. It is men's and women's K1 semi-finals and finals day. It's the 2023 ICF Canoe Slalom World Championships. It's also, just to add a little bit of extra spice to the day, it's also Olympic qualifiers. And I'll bring you more details about that in just a moment. But joining me, my name is Ross Solly, by the way. Joining me in the commentary box is Canada's Lois Bettridge. Lois, look at this, beautiful conditions. You could not ask for a better day for canoe slalom paddling.
Yeah, good morning, Ross. Absolutely. It is clear blue skies out there, still no wind, so pretty good slalom conditions.
Yes, earlier on this week we had all the elements. We had the wind, we had the rain, we had the thunder, we had the lightning. There was some questioning whether we'd actually ever get through to the end of this week, but the last couple of days have been absolutely perfect. There is your course data for today. 23 gates, 6 of them upstream. And what did we take away from the course from yesterday, Lois? I spoke to a couple of the athletes yesterday afternoon and they were telling me just how draining it was to get from top to bottom.
Yeah, definitely. It definitely looks like a course that's fairly technical. There's some good hard moves out there and just so physical. A lot of those moves, you just need raw strength to get through them nicely. So
we have 30 athletes lining up in the women's K1 semi-finals, of which 10 will go through to the final a little bit later on this afternoon. The other key number you want to remember is 15. Because that is the number of nations who will earn Olympic quotas today. Now, if only it was that simple. It's not simple, because to add a little bit of confusion to the whole potpourri of Olympic qualification is that any athlete who has already earned a quota in the C1 cannot earn a quota in the K1, and Lois, there's quite a few athletes, especially in the women, who have already done that.
That's right. I don't know, it doesn't matter how good you are at doing puzzles. This one is one I don't think you can figure out in 30 seconds. I think a lot of the athletes here don't even know what's going on in some of these things.
So we will, during the commentary, endeavour to bring you, we'll identify for you the athletes once they're on the water who have already earned quotas for their country. Antoni Galaskova is not one of them, so she is free to go out and earn a quota if she so pleases, and I'm pretty certain that she will. She is the 2019 Junior World Champion, and Lois and I were just saying before we came on air, if there's anybody who is capable of qualifying last to get into a semi-final and then earning a ticket for the final, it is this young lady.
Absolutely. I think she might set a time that we're watching for quite a while here. So far in through the first 9 gates, she's moving the boat pretty well. Maybe looking a little bit hesitant, but again, it is so physical, so it could be a strategy just keeping enough to make these moves all the way through the course. Sorry.
She's still just 22 years of age, Antoni Galaskova. She's been around for a long time. She's really had a really exciting junior and under 23 career. And just comes from a very strong paddling stable. The Czechs are so good in canoe and kayak. And
in that gate 15, it's just losing time.
Yeah, not too bad though. She hasn't lost a lot, but just needs to get back on track here for Antoni Galaskova. But the good thing for her is that she has no penalties yet.
Yeah, moving through that S gate quite nicely. We saw yesterday in the canoes, there's many places on this course that you can make mistakes and lose a little bit of time here and there. So far, she's doing a pretty good job. We did see the canoe women do a 1:08 yesterday to win. So probably this time doesn't look like it might be a winning time today, but it might be enough to make a final for her.
No, you would expect that the kayak time would be several seconds faster than the best canoe time. And as Lois just said, the quickest time for the canoe was a 1:08. So a 1:11 in kayak, you would think that will struggle to be a top 10.
Good effort, though, for Galaskova out there.
Now, Kate Eckard, it's so great to see her back racing again. She's been away for most of this year. She's been back in Canberra in Australia, in the capital city, and doing her studies and training on Lake Burley Griffin, and joined the team in Liceo, and straight away on her very first run on the water came out and laid down a qualifier.
Oh, and I think she just missed that gate. I think she might have bobbed it to the wrong side.
Did she get it? It's either a 2. No, it's a 50.
Yeah, but as you said, Kate did hit the ground running in Spain at the last World Cup. She did qualify for both semifinals.
So that's a disappointment for Kate Eckhart. She was able to, if she was had a better start to a run, earn a quota for Australia, but 50-second penalty. So for those just watching for the very first time, if you're just tuning in, wherever you're watching around the world and you're not familiar with our sport, there are basically a couple of simple rules that you need to follow. You need to avoid hitting the gates. These are the gates that we can see now. The red gates are the upstream gates. The green gates are the downstream gates. So for the green gates, you just go head on straight through. The red ones, you have to go around and back up through. If you touch the gate with your body, with your paddle, with the boat,
or your hair,
or your beard, if you have a beard, it's a 2-second penalty. If you miss the gate altogether, it's a 50-second penalty. And there are a couple of things, well, Lois can explain what you need to do to get through the gates, but also what happens if you deliberately move the gates with your paddle.
Yeah, that's right. So your part of your boat, as well as your head, all the way down to your chin, need to pass through between the two poles for it to be a clear gate. And as you were saying, Kate did sorry, I got distracted there.
Yes, and if you move, as we saw with Kate at the top there, her paddle hit the upright. Now, if you move that with your paddle to deliberately try and get through the gate, that's right. A 50-second penalty as well.
That's right, yeah. But if you move the gate while you're taking a stroke, that's the judge's call, if it'll be a 50 or not.
So now we have our first Japanese paddler, Aki Izawa, on the course. And Aki is a Olympian from 2016 and has had a reasonably good career, but never really made it to a final to contest for World Cup glory. So this would be a good chance for her today to try and earn a quota for Japan. And at the moment, the first 2 times out on the course should be quite gettable. And as you can see, her split time is quite good.
Coming down a little low in that gate 12, though, we've seen all 3 of the women so far not quite nailing that upstream. I think there's time to be gained in all of the ups on this course, and time to be lost, as we've seen so far.
So many of these athletes, many of the women athletes, have already done several, at least 2 runs on this course, because it's exactly the same course as the canoe yesterday. So for a lot of the women who are doubling up, they've been down there, they know what it's like, they know where the tough parts are, they know where they can make up time. So they'll have a bit of an advantage when they come on the water a little bit later on this morning.
We see Izawa losing a little bit of time on Galashkova's time that she set so far. Making this cross a little bit, not challenging, but just not maybe moving the boat as quickly as she could be. She's digging deep there, though.
So again, the time blowing out a little bit there. And that's not going to be good enough, I don't think, for a final.
Our first of the Brits on the course here, we have Mallory Franklin, bib number 7, taking 2 qualification runs to get into the semifinal, but we did see her yesterday on the top of that C1 women's podium, so Mallory is one we're definitely expecting to see in this final if all goes well.
Yeah, she's got the confidence of already having a world title to her name after yesterday. She loves this course.
2.5 seconds up on that first split of Galashkova.
You would expect, just the way she handled it yesterday, that she will absolutely zoom down. This could be our
very nice spin from Mallory.
Our early race leader. Will give us some idea of what it's going to take to get into a final.
Tight. That was really nice.
So Mallory Franklin, of course, didn't do the K1 at the Olympics. Desperately would love to do it. She did the C1 at the Olympics. Her teammate Kimberly Woods did the K1. There's a little bit of argy-bargy, a little bit of an arm wrestle going on between Kimberly and Mallory for who will get the Olympic quotas.
That's right. Wow. Those gates 12 and 15, as I was saying, there was time to lose. There was time to gain, and Mallory gained that time.
They gave her a touch on 15.
They are reviewing it.
They will review it. It looked pretty... It's hard to tell from our angle.
Very nice to that.
Oh, lovely. Lovely. Now, we saw...
Almost 4 seconds on
Yeah. We saw in her final yesterday, even though it was good enough to win a gold, she had some trouble here. on this cross here. So let's see if she's improved today. This is where she got stuck yesterday.
And moving through that very nicely. Oh, quick sweep, in and out.
So this is going to be a good time for Mallory Franklin. She's going to be through in about a 104, which will be nice. It should be
105.00.
Wow.
We did see her have a similar reaction on the winning run yesterday.
She had no reaction.
Who knows?
Yeah, she had no reaction. I think she honestly thought with the trouble she had.
Oh, she did touch that gate.
Well, they're still reviewing. Oh, yeah,
she did.
She
hit it with her arm there.
So that is a 2-second.
So maybe it'll be a 107. I'm not sure if the time included.
No, it does include it.
Oh, it does include a 103. Okay.
It was a 103 raw.
So that was a pretty good time for Mallory there.
Yep.
And then our second of the Czechs, Emily Hilgertova.
You know what an exciting paddler she is. Never really seen. Well, we've seen glimpses of the best of her, but we know what she's capable of. And her mother, of course, was an incredible paddler.
Absolutely. Hilgertova name carries some weight. We do see a touch there on gate 3. Just a really tricky way to start this race.
Yeah, but she is the 2019 under-23 world champion, which you don't become a world champion just by going out and sitting in a boat on top of the water. You've actually worked pretty hard at that. So it'd be lovely to see her lay down a really good run here and a good time. But at the moment, that time set by Mallory is very gettable.
Yeah, and a little bit low again in that great gate 12. You see the Brits they know every inch of this course.
Yeah, it's why countries are so keen to host world championships in the. Oh, there's a big touch there, unfortunately for Emily. Why countries, Lois, are so keen to host world championships in the year before the Olympics when it's an Olympic qualifier, because they do know that their paddlers have got somewhat of an advantage.
Yeah, in slalom there is definitely such thing as a home course advantage. The more time you spend on water, specific water, every course has its own movements, and the more time you spend on a specific course, the more you know just how much you can cut every single move.
Of course, the gates always move. They're not always in the same position. And our course has been set. I know I was talking with Sebastian Schubert last night, the former German paddler, who is one of the co-designers of this course. And yeah, it's not going to be good enough, unfortunately, for Emily. And yes, I was complimenting him on the quality of the course yesterday and the challenge that he'd set. And I think he was quite happy with the course as it was. Now, here we have canoe slalom royalty. Luca Jones from New Zealand. What an incredible career she's had. Of course, she won that. Oh, good move,
Very
Luca.
nice escape.
She won the silver medal, of course, in Rio, and hoping for a 5th Olympic Games.
That's right. Luca has had some.
Oh, Luca, that's close.
Man, we saw a lot of trouble on gate 6, 7, 8 for the canoes yesterday, and a lot of kayaks cutting this very tight. We're
going to review it.
See a review on that gate 6.
It's going to be tight.
It's going to be the judge's call. Here, Luca did come in 1.19 seconds faster than Mallory on the first split, so she is on a fast time, but we'll see if the judging calls stand in her favor.
It's going to be a close one. We do have cameras covering all the angles. We have judges along the bank, and they are getting a bird's eye view. They make the initial call, and then the judges sitting in ground control, they go back over the video and will analyse every call and make sure that the judges have got it right to the best of their abilities. And that gate 6 is one that they'll have to look at very closely, because we saw Luca, she ducked inside, but wasn't it? Whoa, that was good.
Nice up.
Fantastic move from Luca Jones. As I said,
time.
She desperately wants to get to a 5th Olympics. She had real health problems last year with COVID and struggled to get out of bed for months. At one stage, just could not get on the water to train, so it's fantastic. Oh, well done.
Yeah. You can see just how hard she's pulling. She wants that final.
So if the review works in her favour, I think she's going to be okay. This is going to be our new race leader.
Into first place in 104.01. You can see her celebrate. She knows that's a good time.
Yeah.
She knows that's probably a very good time of reference.
Yes, let's have a quick look here. Here we are, gate 6. This is the one. Now, you be the judge at home. Did she get the whole head? Yeah, that's okay.
She's good on
she's
that.
Okay.
But again, we have only one angle and the judges have many, so we'll...
Yeah, she'll have a nervous wait, but and we'll tell you, we're watching the screen, the asterisk is still on there. We'll let you know.
The first of the Spanish to come down.
Yep, young paddler from Spain. I mentioned before, she used to paddle in, I'm pretty certain, she used to paddle wearing glasses. which I used to always wonder how she was able to do that, because you get so much splash, and it must
work.
Yes, she did make it
had
work.
Some very good results when she
Yeah, incredible. So it's fantastic to see her out here competing in this semi-final, and we know what she's capable of. A young paddler, she's still just 23 years of age.
Getting her tail kicked up a little bit in that cross. That'll just eat away at your time, but she did manage the up cleanly, even though she came a little wide. So avoiding those 2-second penalties is going to be crucial today to get into the just as I said it.
Commentator's curse kicks in again. And another one too. So 2 in a row there for Saribas. That'll be 4 seconds in penalties, and that is going to make it very, very hard to get through. Only 10 athletes get through. Saribas is also did not earn a quota, has not earned a quota yet, so she is able to do so.
And just losing the bow a little bit on that S. Just, if you're not gripping and you're not just able to push through that gate, there is definitely time to be lost. But she did manage that offset very nicely and not going wide like we've seen some of the paddlers this morning.
So the judges are still analysing Luca Jones's run, so
she'll be biting her nails.
Yeah, it'll be heartbreaking if they decide at this late stage that she gets a 50. But
yeah, unfortunately for Laya, that's not going to be a run that's going to get her into the final.
No. So
provisional 5th place, but
yeah, tough. What we will say though, because of the number of paddlers who are doubling up, Lois, there is a strong possibility that you could finish well down the list here and still be in the mix to get a quota.
That's right. It's not a top 15 finish. It's the top 15 nations that have not already qualified a quota. So Victoria Oos, for instance, is one of the paddlers who qualified a quota yesterday. So
she got a quota, so she can't get one today.
In the country counting. Really tight on this
that same gate.
That water just pushes so fast to the left, and if you're not anticipating it, you can be taken by surprise.
So the poor old judges, they've just given Luca Jones the all clear. So that's wonderful news for Luca and for New Zealand slalom fans. But now they straight away have to go and have a look at Victoria Oos, because she did exactly the same move as Luca Jones. So they'll need to go and analyse that one as well. So nervous times for Victoria Oos and her team.
So our time of reference right now is confirmed at a 104.01 from Luca Jones from New Zealand. Victoria Oos losing a little bit of time on the first and the second intermediaries. We'll see if she can tighten it up towards the bottom of this course, but she's just racing for a spot in that final.
And I should say Luca Jones, even though in the past she's been a C1 paddler, she's not doing C1 here. And she hasn't got a quota yet. And in fact, I don't think New Zealand didn't get a quota yesterday. So if she can get the quota today, it gives her an opportunity, if she so desires, next year. And if she qualifies for New Zealand, she could do the C1 and the K1 next year.
Losing a little bit of control.
Yeah, oh my goodness, she's spinning like a top. She's
yeah, she'll paddle to the end, but I think she knows at this point this isn't going to be a qualifying final run.
No, so unfortunately for Victoria, not the World Championship she would have hoped for. She's had such a good year during the World Cups, but this has not worked out for her. And they've given her a 50 by the look of things, have they? No, they're still reviewing it.
I think it was gate 16 that they called it initially as a 50. So
okay,
you can see the disappointment there. Anna Satila, who we did see yesterday in the final,
and she has a quota already.
She has a quota, yep.
So another athlete who cannot get a quota today.
Yeah, taking two qualification runs to get into the semifinal. But again, another one of those paddlers that we could definitely be seeing in the final later this afternoon.
Well, we know what she's capable of when she's at her very, very best. But she takes a lot of risks.
Yeah, but managing that gate 6 very nicely and keeping the boat running, just in touch with Luca's time here.
So at the moment, it's Luca Jones sitting in position number 1, Mallory Franklin 2, Anthony Galaskova in 3.
And so Anna crossing that wave very nicely, keeping the boat running, and that's going to be the name of the game, I think, to make a final today.
Interestingly, the Brazilian team chose not to go to Spain, to Liceo, for the last World Cup. They stayed in, and in fact trained in Paris on the Olympic course there, because they felt it was more resembled the course here at Lee Valley than the course at Liceo did. So they really wanted to have a preparation on a course that was similar to the World Championship course.
And I don't want to speak too soon, but I think that move might have paid off.
Well, she's certainly paddling well here. She had a...
Wow, ripping through that gate 19.
Look how strong she is.
Really nice paddling from Anna this morning.
Yep. this is a good run. She's down on the split from Luca Jones. We know Luca was very fast though, and she has some time to play with, but she needs to be good here.
Oh, and she's losing a little bit more time than she would have wanted in gate 22 there. That spin was not as snappy as it could have been.
No, so,
but she is paddling right to the end. We'll see Anna dig deep.
So she's got a good wave there to get to the finish line. Is it going to be enough? I think it's okay. She's going to be in the top 2 for sure. Yes, indeed.
1:04.85, just sneaking ahead of Mallory Franklin of Great Britain.
Is that going to be enough? She'll have a nervous wait. Clear. She is through without any faults. So that's a good run for Anna Sotelo. She'll be happy with that.
Here we have Elena Marks from Switzerland.
What a fairy tale she had for Tokyo. Got the call up just a couple of weeks before the Olympics started, and was very happy to get on that plane and get to Tokyo and to compete at her first Olympics.
Yeah, and definitely showed that she belonged at that Games.
And since then, Lois,
absolutely,
her paddling has really improved. She's one of the most improved paddlers on our circuit now, so I'm really excited to see how she goes today.
She is the only woman competing for Switzerland in the Senior World Championships this year. So she is carrying the whole women's team
on her shoulders.
Yes, and very, very nicely so far. Just a bit behind on that time, though.
I love her boat, too. What a lovely paint design that is, isn't it? It's nice, very eye-catching. So, good run so far. Nice and clean for Elena Marks from Switzerland. Her brother is Dimitri Marks, and the pair of them have really set the kayak cross world on fire this year.
That's right. Here we see Elena really pushing, really cutting it tight.
So, good run. Oh,
losing her paddle grip there.
Not losing a lot of time, but it's going to be too much for her to be challenging for the top couple of positions.
Yeah, there's 0.84 seconds between first and second right now, so it is really tight racing. The semifinal was hard to get into, and the final is going to be even harder to get into.
So time is slipping away, unfortunately, for Elena Marks. I think that she's going to struggle here for Marks to get into the next round.
But I think she should be a provisional 4th place for the star.
Yeah.
I think, a little shake of the head. I think there was a little bit more for her there, but very nice run overall. But
she did not get a quota yesterday, so she is open for a quota today if things fall the right way for her. So let's wait and see how that plays out. Lena Tunissen from the Netherlands also missed a quota yesterday, so she would be desperate to get one today for the Dutch.
Yeah, her teammate Martina Wegman will be starting later, so they do have 2 chances for the Netherlands in this women's kayak event. But we see Lena losing her edges a couple times already in the first 7 gates. A bit challenging maybe for her this morning.
And we should mention that the Europeans, they're the only continent so far to have already had their continental championship, their qualifying event. So we already know what the top 10, top 15 finishes were in their continental. So that will play out here for any European nation that doesn't win a quota here. They possibly could win one from the European Championships, as we saw yesterday with the women. But there's some conjecture over how that's going to play out. We won't know until the next couple of days.
That's right. I won't be making any comments so that none of this comes back to me.
No, exactly. We made a call yesterday, and then
Lena's just pushing here. I think she really trying to get to the bottom of this course as fast as she can, but losing a couple of those key moments.
So no touches yet for Lena Tunissen, but yes, the time, as you can see, 8.5 seconds outside the leading split. So that's,
here we have a penalty just popping up on gate 13.
Yep, so that's unfortunately for Lena Tunissen, her day will be over.
I think she'll be looking at a 5th or 6th finish here, provisionally. Definitely not enough to stand into the final.
So Lena Tunissen is unfortunately slips into 5th at the moment.
We see the orange flags there, the Dutch fans standing on the bank.
Now, Corinna Kunle has been paddling for so long and bringing us so much excitement. And another athlete who really struggled with COVID and got quite sick afterwards and missed a lot of competition, but she's back and desperate to get to another Olympics, of course.
Getting stuck in that wave between 4 and 5, that'll cost her some time on the clock. But she did manage gate 6 and 7 very nicely, keeping the boat running through 8.
She's a former World Cup Series winner from 2015, 2014 as well. She's been to a couple of Olympics. She's just an incredibly experienced...
Yeah, a veteran of the field, but
yeah,
that doesn't stop you from taking the occasional touch here and there.
The water doesn't know.
Yes,
Lois.
that's right.
The water does not respect your CV.
No.
You can flap it about as much as you like and tell it how good you are, but the water does not care. And as Karina Kunle has just found out, if you get into the wrong spot, you can lose valuable time. And she's got a lot of work to do now if she wants to get into that final.
Yeah, just almost 6 whole seconds back, halfway down the course.
And interestingly, her teammate Victoria Wolfart, who is more of a K1 paddler than a C1 paddler, they made the decision to keep her out of this this race. Apparently they want to focus her on possibly getting a quota for the kayak cross next year in Prague, because she missed out on the C1 quota as well. So high risk game, but
that's right. That race in Prague, it'll be the top 3 athletes
who don't already have quotas from anywhere else.
That's right. You won't be able to start if you've already qualified a quota. So it'll be a really tight race to get into and a really tight race to win.
Yeah, big risk.
7th place for Karina Quinley.
Yeah, unfortunately for Karina, I think she knows it. Look,
yeah, shoulders dropped there. I think a little sigh of disappointment.
Yeah. So the first of our Slovenians is on the course. This is Alja Novak, who is 30 years of age, been around for a couple of years, got a couple of top 10 placings at World Cup level.
I think that age is wrong.
Yeah, she can't.
There's no way she's 30.
There's no way she's 30. No way. I'm sorry, AJ, if you're listening, if her family are listening, she's going, goodness me, you've just added 5 years to my life.
Well, luckily not 5 seconds to her time.
No.
She's still in touch with that time of Luca Jones, staying at the top of the leaderboard for now.
Yeah. She has been paddling for a while, though.
Yeah, she definitely has had very good results. Consistent paddler. She's not losing too much time in any of these splits, so if she can hold this together and maybe catch up a little bit in some sections, get a little bit of a jet here and there, she might be able to sneak close to the top of that board.
So this is our 13th paddler on the water. We have 30 paddlers.
Oh, wow.
So
that's
no.
really tricky on gate 16. It'll be the judge's call, but as we were saying earlier, your head and your boat have to pass through the gate at the same time. So if you dodge sideways just to get your head through, but your boat stays outside of the gate, it is a 50-second penalty. We will see.
Well, they're not reviewing it at this stage, so maybe they're happy that we do.
We don't have the right angle here.
No, the judges have a bird's eye view on the bank, and they're also sitting. Now they review it. Yes, now they're listening to us.
Yeah.
Lois and
the armchair experts over here.
Age is not going to be happy with us because we've drawn the judge's attention to her gate 16 misdemeanor.
That's right. My apologies.
Yep. Oh no, you have to sit on the other side of the bus on the way home tonight. But so Novak's time is a 1:10, almost the 1:11. That's, here we go. This is gates. Oh,
it's hard to tell.
It is hard.
You know, she really ducked sideways. It's really hard to say.
The whole of the head has to go through. So.
Oh, Sana Stanovska from Slovakia on the top of this course. We saw her yesterday in the Canoe semifinals. Unfortunately, she wasn't able to qualify.
No, and didn't get a quota, so she is able to get one today.
Yeah, she'll be ripping. She did win the
under 23. Oh, Sona, look at that. It's like a bucking bronco.
Holding on and keeping in touch with the time.
Yeah.
Good for her.
She was telling me earlier this year, so she's been knee deep, in fact chin deep in her studies at university back in Slovakia, and finally in January she finished all her studies and was able to put the books to one side and start focusing 100% on her paddling. And I think we saw in Krakow at the Under-23 World Championships just what a big difference that had made. She was a much improved paddler there, and since then, Lois, we've seen her put down some pretty good runs.
Absolutely. She really has not startled us, but impressed us.
She's blossomed.
Impressed.
She's blossomed as a paddler, and we expect her to do a good time here today. And at this stage, she's in touch with the with Luca Jones's time and
managing that gate really nicely.
Yeah,
we've seen the top 3 paddlers so far. The S gates and the ups in 12 and 15 have been stunning. So
now she's slipping out a little bit on that last time, but there is a little bit of wriggle room there. Not a lot, but there's a couple of seconds. The top 3 are all around 105 or less, and then there's a big gap to the 4th best time. I think Sonna's going to be thereabout. She's going to be on that 107, yeah, so she moves into 4th.
Unfortunately, if I'm guessing, I'm not going to say that's enough.
Okay.
I think that the times, we saw yesterday how tight it was to get into the final. I think the women are just flying down the course this morning, and already with 3 paddlers within 1 second, I think it is going to be a 105 to qualify for the final.
So Maëlyn Charoux, the 2016 Olympic gold medalist, she first tried to get to the Olympics in 2004. Didn't get a quota that year, but has been to every Olympics since, and would love to go to her 5th Olympic Games next year. She was talking about retiring after Tokyo, but of course she won a medal in Tokyo, so then she probably thought, wow, how hard can it be?
Yeah, you know, one of those phenomenal paddlers. You just can't take your eyes off her when she's paddling. She just rips down the course so quickly and so confidently that and it shows on the clock.
I asked her the other day, I said, so what keeps you going? You've achieved everything there is to achieve in this sport. Why keep going? And she said, I just love it. She said, I love it so much, and I know that the day that I stop doing it, that's my life, that part of my life over, and I don't want it to be over yet, she said, which is, I think there's something.
My goodness.
Yeah, there's a touch, unfortunately, for Maëlyn.
A touch and a spin. Definitely not a planned spin. The kayaks are all going to be going straight through there. Maybe not the fastest gate 19 we've seen either, so we'll see how, we see it on the clock. 5 seconds back on the 3rd split.
I have to say, Luca Jones's time is looking good now, isn't it?
It really is. We did see her celebrate. I think she knew too.
Yeah, oh, Maëlyn, she's taken forever to get through there. Well, this is blowing away for the 2016 Olympic champion. I don't know that she's going to make it through to the final.
She will push. She is a very fast sprinter, but it's not going to be enough.
No, that's not going to be enough. I wouldn't. Oh, yeah, look at that. She's angry with herself.
Yeah.
She knows what she's capable of, and unfortunately she hasn't been able to deliver.
Our second Brazilian paddler, Omira Estacianeta. We did see her yesterday in the semifinals as well in canoe. So a very good week for these 2 Brazilian women.
So Anna Satilla won the quota yesterday, so Amira could win a quota today, but you would expect, and it's not for me to tell the Brazilian team what to do, but you would expect that Anna Satilla would do both the C1 and the K1. Yeah,
we'll have to see how Amira goes today, because just making that work. Good for her. They did give her a touch on gate 7, and 8, unfortunately. 4 seconds of penalties is going to be really challenging for Amira.
Yep, so at the moment, as we head towards the halfway stage, we're almost there. They're starting to take a bit of shape now, and I think the time that Lois and I agree upon is probably a 105 if you want to have any prospect at all of getting into the final. Anything over 105, I think you can put your boat back on the rack, get changed into your civvies, and sit on the bank and enjoy the sunshine.
That's right. It is at least a very nice day to be watching slalom. There's no rain forecasted yet, so.
And I have to say, what a great show they're putting on here. The team at Lee Valley and the British Canoeing. They had a live band yesterday after the racing. It was fantastic. The sun was shining. They've got lots of vendors here selling all sorts of stuff. It really is a real carnival atmosphere here. And I think everybody enjoyed the paddling yesterday, especially seeing the Brits win a gold and a silver.
Yeah, it's a very exciting women's final in C1, as well as a very exciting men's final in C1. Just no Brits on the top of that podium.
Nope. And unfortunately for Amira, it is no final this afternoon for her either. Her time is blown right out.
So we are seeing they're 17 seconds back from Luca. The course in Lee Valley is one that you can just lose so much time on every move, and there are so many moves all the way down the course. those 23 gates have to be done fast and clean. And we'll see Camille Préjean do her best to do just that.
Yeah, what an accomplished pay. Oh, more work for the judges. Oh, no, that's maybe she'll go back and do both of them just to make sure.
Yeah, she's gotten us review on gate 6.
Yeah.
Not the first review we've seen today.
No,
not the first 50 or first or last 50 we'll see on that gate, unfortunately, either.
Gate 6 is proving a little bit problematic.
Yeah, we will have seen, I mean, all of these paddlers will have watched the canoes yesterday, and I'm surprised by how many of them are missing gate 6 to the left, because we saw this being one of the biggest challenges for the canoes yesterday. So it's normally something that you would analyze very, very closely and to make sure that you don't make that same mistake. But it is also one of those moves where if you play it safe, you can lose a lot of time.
So they're also doing a review on 7, but she definitely went back and got that. But gate 6 is the problem.
They could be reviewing a touch on it.
Maybe, yep. So unfortunately for Camille Préjean, this is not turning out to be the run she would have hoped. She was...
Oh, and slipping out on that S as well. It's really slipping away from her here.
Yep. So Préjean's time, she's already up to a 140. They've given her a 50, but obviously that is being reviewed at this stage for Préjean. She went down to Australia over the European winter and trained in Australia and had a good result at the Europeans. She made a top 10 finish at the European Championships, but today, unfortunately, there's going to be no World Championship final for Camille Préjean from France.
Yeah.
Oh, you can see
her absolutely devastated. Breaks your heart to see an athlete who can be so good.
Yeah.
Just not pull it together on a day that matters.
And for those sitting at home and you have any doubt about what this means for some of those athletes, the reaction there from Camille Préjean, I think, says it all. You know, you spend, well, this Olympic Olympic cycle has only been 3 years, but it's 3 years of hard slog, isn't it, Lois?
That's right.
You basically put your life on hold, spend 3 years, longer than that really, but 3 years in this Olympic cycle, and it all comes down to one run, basically.
Especially for the French, who will be hosting the Olympics in 2024. It means a lot for them.
And it all comes down to one weekend, doesn't it? All that work for one weekend.
Yeah, we have Phoebe Spicer. Not somebody who we've seen for the last 3 years on the British senior team, I don't believe. But somebody who has this year performed extremely well. Our first of the Brits, or no, our second of the Brits.
Second of the Brits, Mallory's up there already, yep.
Yeah.
So...
somebody who knows the course well.
I think she would, from memory, she was at the under-23. She had a good under-23 World Championships.
That's right.
Phoebe, so good to see her in action. Oh, no, she's gone really deep there. That's...
You can hear the crowd cheering her down the course, though. They want her to do well. She wants to do well. We'll see what she can do in the last move.
So... at the moment, it's still Luca Jones from New Zealand sitting in the #1 position. Anna Satilla from Brazil sitting second, and Mallory Franklin still sitting there in third, chewing her fingernails, wondering if she's going to get through to another final this weekend.
It's not going to be the time that Phoebe wants, I don't think. No. But she did pull all the way to that finish line. She really did give it her all. You can see the Brits there. Happy to see her go down the course.
So the second of our French paddlers,
Emma Viton.
Yeah, one of the younger members of the French team, and a bit of pressure on her now after Camille Préjean's run not being good enough to get inside the top 10.
That's right, the French will want to be in that final.
Yep. And at this stage, they don't really care who gets there, as long as somebody gets there and gets that quota locked away for next year.
Yeah, so far Emma going quite smoothly, still in touch with that second place finish, time. Maybe a little bit sticky on that spin, but if she can stay smooth through the rest of this run, she'll be... I mean, we've seen mistakes all the way down the course, so there's no telling. The race isn't over till it's over. And we see 2 seconds on that second split.
So Emma Viton from France, desperately trying to get inside. We're saying a 105 is what you've got to look for here, folks, for the time. Anything outside of 105, it's going to be a real struggle to get into the top 10. Just 10 athletes will go through to this afternoon's final. And at the moment, well, you'd say of the times that we can see, probably only the top two I would guarantee getting in, Luka Jones and Anna Satilla.
Yeah, Mallory will be very on the edge, I think.
Yep, it's going to be tight. It's going to be very, very tight.
But we see the time slipping away from Emma Vuitton here. 4 seconds back. She doesn't have much time left in this course to make up any of that deficit.
So a lot of the athletes just really struggling. This is a reflection of the gates as the way they've been set. It's just really hard for the athletes to get rhythm and to get a fast pace that they can stick with. And Emma Vuitton also
another disappointed athlete, finishing there in a provisional 4th place, but it won't be enough for her to qualify, I don't think.
Now, here is a paddler who could upset the apple cart here. Stephanie Horn, of course, been to a couple of Olympics, paddles for Italy, and just super fast. She's had a great year this year, I have to say.
Absolutely.
In fact, she's had to try her hand at kayak cross, and in her very first World Cup managed to win gold. So it just underlines the quality of this athlete. And we know she is very, very fast. And look at that early split. It's almost the same time as Luka Jones.
Absolutely in touch here. We'll see Steffi maybe do very nicely on a course like this that is very physical and very technical. So she can pull very hard and also manage the technical moves all the way down. We'll see on the second split here. I think she's just in the same time. Oh, just losing a little bit of time from Luka, but not a significant amount.
No, not an amount of time that she can't make up.
That's right. And still within reach of the top 3 boats here. So
yeah, that's the important thing. After Stephanie Horn, we will start to get some qualifiers.
Yeah, managing this stagger quite nicely. You want to keep the boat going as fast as you can downstream. And that's something she's pretty good at doing. Maybe not as quick as some of the athletes in that gate 19.
So just slipping out a little bit here, but, well, there's only 10 paddlers to go after Stephanie Horn. So now we're going to start seeing some qualifying, some cues appearing alongside some names. And Stephanie Horn, if she can be around a 105, oh, she's gone too deep there.
Yeah. She will be digging deep and pushing all the way to the end because she knows it's not over until it's over.
It's going to be tight for her. Stephanie Horn comes down to the finish line and moves into 4th. That's going to be a nervous wait.
That's going to be tricky. We will see what happens with the next 10 paddlers, but Luka is looking pretty good to be qualifying for that final.
Now, Claudia Zwolinska was very disappointed with her C1 run.
Yeah, she'll be paddling with a vengeance here.
Second at the European Championships this year, so she's been in good form. We know, and every time I commentate Claudia, I always talk about how super fast she is. She's one of the fastest paddlers on the course, but unfortunately she always manages, not always, but often just manages to pick up a couple of little touches, which...
You can see her paddling very safely through these gates, and it's not the fastest she could have gone through those, but she didn't take a touch, and she's only 1 second back, which is still in touch with that top 3. I think she knows that. I think she's going to be paddling to get into the final, and then, wow, that was a nice up.
Yeah, she will. Maybe she's thought, what if I just make sure I stay safe at the top and then just really lay down.
Yeah, we can see how fast that upstream was. She gained so much time.
Yep, she's picking up time all the way down.
The boat's so dry.
A little bit deep there, but not too bad. So she's going to be in touch at this stage with the time set by Luka Jones.
So far managing quite nicely. I'm very nervous here. As we were saying, it's hard to commentate and not feel like you're putting the next touch on this person.
So 2 seconds. It's going to be, she needs to finish strongly here.
Yeah.
For Claudia Zwolinska from Poland. Just needs to make sure she doesn't make any mistakes. This is the challenge across here. How is she going to go here? She can't lose time here.
Maybe not the quickest cross we've seen, but nice upstream.
I think she's going to be okay.
And she's going to paddle as hard as she can here.
I think she's going to be okay. I think she's going to cross the line, and I think she's going to be happy. Let's have a look there. There we go.
And in 3rd place, you see a smile, a little shake of the hand. I think she knows
she knows that that's going to be okay, I think. It's going to be tight, but what I can tell you, New Zealand fans, is you are maybe getting ready for bed. You might want to stay up a little bit later because your girl, Luka Jones, she's in the final.
Brew that coffee.
So make sure that you're up and alert and watching and cheering.
Yeah, Marjorie Delassus, disappointed yesterday with her canoe run in the final, but back and here she's giving the gas on this, and she's a whole second up on the first split. That is amazing.
The young lady from France is flying down the course. Her two teammates both incredibly.
Just
well
look
done.
at that bow control.
So her two teammates. No.
You can see how much pressure she's putting into her foot pegs, moving the boat forward. She does have 1 second of advance to play with here, so now only 1 second back on the next split, which is not too much to make back, but she has spent a lot of energy there, so we'll see what Marjorie can do for the rest of this run.
Unfortunately, a lot of pressure on her shoulders here because her two French teammates have both bombed out a little bit, so she needs to now listen. It's
yeah, she's really got to
making it hard for herself.
Keep going here.
Anna Satilla is the.
Wow, that was a
good.
Nice upstream.
That was good.
Got a little bit of a boost there, and it's keeping her in touch.
She's back in touch time-wise. So Anna Satilla is a 104.85. She's the athlete who's sitting on the cusp at the moment, watching Marjorie Delassus. If Marjorie Delassus, the crowd is unreal.
Supporters here cheering her onto the end. That was a bit low in that up. It's going to cost her again.
Oh, it's going to be tough. I don't think she's going to be good.
But she does have an ability to sprint that.
Yeah, but
oh dear.
Unfortunately for Marjorie.
Oh, Marjorie might not be in that final today.
No, it's going to be hard for her to get through to top 10, you would think.
Anna Satilla with her cue though, so that's two finals for Anna this week. So she'll be happy with that.
She'll be very happy. So Anna Satilla confirmed.
Another paddler that we saw yesterday, Monica Doria Villarubla, sliding through that gate 3.
She got a quota yesterday,
That's
Monica,
right.
as well. So she has that safely tucked away.
Yeah, I think Monica might have been paddling to get that gold medal, not just a quota yesterday.
Yeah, of course. I'm sure they all were.
Yeah, she definitely is a paddler that has the speed and has the ability to win a world championship. So we'll see what she can do today. A little bit behind on the first split, but Luca did put together a really nice run at the top. So we'll see what Monica can do. Finishing up, crossing that wave quite nicely. And a really nice up 11.
So Claudia Zwolinska from Poland is the athlete now sitting on the bubble. Her time is a 104.91. Is the time that Monica needs to go under. Yeah,
making up a little bit of time, but not enough to get into the top 3. Top 3 will be the ones to qualify at this point. So
the top 3 times are all between 104 and 105. So that's what the number you've got to keep in mind here if you're watching and working it out at home.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's close. She's going to be close.
Oh
no, she's blown out of it.
Too much time.
Yeah, where'd she lose that time?
That's the thing, Ross. On a course like this, it's hard to see exactly where people are losing time, but it shows on the clock.
The clock does not lie, folks. It's like age. It's like the calendar.
Unless we say you're 30 years old.
Unless we do say that, which if someone said I was 30 years old, I'd take it. But Monica Doria Villarubla, unfortunately, I think that's not going to be anywhere near enough.
Place.
Disappointing, but Claudia Zwolinska from Poland will be very happy because she is now into the final.
That's right.
Aliska Mintalova.
European champion in 2022.
Yeah, and gold medalist from Spain.
That's right.
Paseo.
Yeah.
The last World Cup we had before this event. So she's bringing good form into this World Championships. And if you hear the British crowd cheering, that's because Mallory Franklin is now the athlete who is waiting, patiently, nervously waiting to see if she will be in the final. Her time is a 105 flat.
So that's 0.99 seconds back from Luca Jones, who has the time of reference right now. So anything within 0.99 seconds will slot ahead of Mallory Franklin. So they are patiently awaiting. But it looks like Mintalova's having a very nice run here, and I think she might even be just, oh no.
Ooh, it's close.
Same time as Luca here.
If she
very exciting.
Yeah, exactly. If she sticks to this run, then she will. Oh, there's a touch.
A touch is going to be
crucial.
Really, really critical.
Yep.
It means Mintalova's going to have to put on the gas and make up 1.8 seconds here. Oh, and a second touch is going to be too much. There's just no room for a 2-second penalty unless you're Mallory Franklin, who looks like she's going to be qualifying with a touch.
Mallory Franklin, folks, I think is through to another final. Could she win double gold? Not many athletes have done it. Jess Fox has done it, but a couple of times, in fact. But that's Jess Fox. Can Mallory Franklin have a crack at winning a second gold medal? We've got a long way to go, though, before then. Unfortunately for Eliska Mintalova, 2 touches and a review on 19. So she won the World Cup in Spain, but I don't know that she's going to be...
Yeah, I think it should still be enough to
fast
get that
time.
quota, but...
Yeah, it's still a fast time with 4 seconds. What's her raw?
Wow, she absolutely flew down the course. It's really...
Her raw time is a 1:02.74.
Yeah.
That's the quickest raw time of the day.
Absolutely. It's really sad to see 2 touches on a run like that because we don't get to see another one in the final. But we do have some paddlers who can potentially even beat that time. Coming up here, we have Elena Lilik, world champion. Just world overall medalist, maybe? I don't know. She's just got a lot of...
She's won World Cup gold this year. She's a world champion and absolutely desperate to try and get to an Olympic game. She's got some big hitters in front of her on the German team. But we just know what this young lady is capable of, and if she can come out today and get herself into a final, I am expecting big things from her.
Really nice
this afternoon.
upstream there. She is one of those paddlers as well that is just really strong in all 3 categories that she competes in. We saw her yesterday in C1. She won a World Cup in kayak cross in Sao, and she'll be racing again tomorrow in kayak cross. So no stranger to the whitewater.
Nope. Stephanie Horn is the paddler who now waits to see if she will have finals action. Stephanie's time is a 1:05.84, so you can take 2 seconds off the time that you can see for the splits for Elena.
A little bit.
It's going to be tight.
In there, and
it's going to be very tight. That 2:32, let's say 32 seconds, she's got to pick up here to get straight into the final. Can she do it?
Yeah, we'll see how she manages this last crossing.
Oh, no. That's not what she wanted to do.
Wow. She flipped over and really just catching that wave, catching both of those waves really uncomfortably. As you can see, she's just very disoriented here.
Yep.
Nothing like that.
It's a high-risk game, but unfortunately for Elena Lilik, she's spent an eternity underwater there.
Yeah, congratulations to her for finishing, though, but not the finish she wanted.
No, that's heartbreak for
Absolutely
Elena Lilik.
But followed up by Avi Leitbarth.
But good news for Stephanie Horn, who is through to the final this afternoon. Avi Leitbarth, she got a quota yesterday for the United States.
Yeah, we saw her in the final of the canoe.
Can she make it 2 finals this weekend?
She definitely is. Wow, she's pulling.
Yep. You need to remind yourself she's only 19 years old. Avi Leitbarth, she seems to have been around forever, but is just growing in confidence this year. She's had a slow start to the year. Since Tokyo, she hasn't really been at her best, but this year, especially at the Worlds, under-23 Worlds, she really put down a couple of very good runs in both the K1 and the C1.
That's right. She seems to be picking it up just as she needs to be. A crucial time in the year, and she's really been performing, so that's nice to see. And she made up almost a second in that second section of the course. So we'll see. Oh, nice and tight in there.
Yep. So Sona Stanoska is the athlete that is now waiting on the cusp, and her time is a 1:06.63,
and we'll see if that costs her on the clock or not. This S definitely will. That was
deep.
Yeah.
But 1:06.63, which I think both of us, Lois, thought would be not in the mix.
Yeah, that's right. I think
for finals, and now it's looking like that could be enough to get Sona Stanoska through. Let's see how Evie can finish. She's got to go under a 1:06.63 to get straight in. So we have misjudged this time a little bit here, I've got to say.
Yeah, but we've seen some really fast paddling.
So it's going to be tight here. She's 1:06.63 is the time you've got to watch here. It's going to be close. Oh,
1:07.2, ninth place. She does have a chance, but it's an outside one.
Yeah, wow. You've got to be a little bit nervous. There's still 4 paddlers to go.
Yeah, and the likes of Kimberly Woods not somebody you want to bank on to let you into that final.
Sona Stanoska is through to the final, though. She'll be over the moon.
Yeah, the 2023 C1 Women's silver medalist just yesterday, looking to join her teammate Mallory Franklin in the final.
And paddling really, really well for Kimberly Woods. Should also mention that quite a few of the teams, this is also part of their Olympic qualifying program, including Slovakia, including Great Britain.
Yeah, that's right. I'm not really sure exactly the details of everybody's selection process.
Well, every country has different rules and different weightings for events.
Yeah, Kim managing the first 11 gates quite nicely, well within that time. We have a 2.73 gap between first and the next to qualify. So Kimberly has the time right now. She is only in gate 12. There are 11 gates to go that she needs to manage cleanly and smoothly.
If anybody has a knife nearby, can you bring it over so that I can scrape the egg off my face? Because I said that Aliska Mintalova with 2 gate touches couldn't make the final, and now she's on the bubble.
Yeah, she's next to qualify. She did have a really fast time.
She's the fastest raw time on the course. Oh, and Kimberly's in trouble.
Here.
Kimberly Woods is in trouble. She lost.
You see the crowd, hear the crowd cheering, but that's really costly. That's 7 seconds.
Yeah, she's 7 seconds down, which, I don't think this is going to be good enough. She'd
have to make up 5 seconds in the next 2 gates. That seems like a tall order.
Yeah, it really does. And you would have to think, I don't know, Lois, tell me, the paddlers who did 2 runs yesterday.
That very nicely, but I don't think it's 5 seconds.
The paddlers who did 2 runs yesterday, they must be a little bit tired today, surely.
That's right. They did put a huge physical effort yesterday. Oh, Kimberly into 19th place.
16th, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Aliska Mintalova is into the final, and I think that would make a few. Oh, and Martina Wegman's got a very early gate touch there.
Yeah, I think that is not exactly the way you want to start your run.
No way. Aliska Mintalova is through to the final, and that's going to make a few people nervous because she was by far the quickest paddler on the course so far today.
Absolutely. It also makes it interesting because that's 2 Slovak paddlers in the final.
And Marjorie de la Sousse, who looked absolutely mortified when she finished her run and thought her day was over, she's now sitting on the cusp.
That's right. And with Martina taking a touch right at the start, Marjorie might be...
She may get a second chance, and you do not knock that back. So let's wait and see, though. There's a long way to go. We've got 7 athletes confirmed into the final. Oh, and there's a big touch there. So I think that Martina Wegman's got some problems here.
3.01 seconds back is Marjorie de la Sousse next to qualify. So Martina's going to have to make up some time to slot in above that 8th place.
I think de la Sousse she may be even on her way back to the hotel and probably ringing her now and saying, turn around.
I suspect she's watching quite nervously.
Yeah. Come back, Marjorie. The day is not over.
Yeah, time slipping away here from Martina. Very unfortunate for her, and she's going a bit wide in that gate 21. It's going to be too much time lost earlier on for her to make up here.
So Martina Wegman went to the Olympics in Tokyo, of course, and she will be well and truly in the mix, though, for a quota.
Just into that final.
Wow, she's got there.
Just above.
She can't believe it.
Marjorie de la Sousse.
She can't believe it.
She threw down those last few gates.
Wow, she cannot believe it. What's the difference
That definitely took me by surprise.
Oh, my
goodness.
Wow,
0.2 of a second ahead of Marjorie de la Sousse, now in 9th place.
Oh, my goodness.
She'll be sitting on the edge of her seat. Martina, you could see her celebrating. She's so excited.
And then she knew she had 2 touches, and I think she thought that was it.
Yeah.
As we did.
But I mean, same thing with Mintalova,
we'd written her off.
Proven wrong twice here.
Yep, we do not know. They need to get some commentators in here who know what they're talking about. Yeah, that's going to happen, I think. It's only a matter of time. Jess Fox.
Yesterday's bronze medalist, sorry.
Yep.
C1.
Yep, former world champion, of course, several times over, but has not been a world champion for a while, and is very keen to get back on top of that podium, I think.
Yeah.
Even though she got a bronze yesterday, I think she might have been a little bit disappointed not to be able to be world champion yesterday, especially because without the touch, she was the fastest on the course.
And here we have her.
Was that a touch?
No, I think she avoided it. I'm not sure, though. But she is in touch with the time.
Yep, so Marjorie de la Sousse is still waiting, but she has to rely on either Jessica Fox or Ricarda Funk to make a mistake, and you do not want to rely on those two paddlers because.
Oh, and Jess just pushing through this offset, keeping the boat going. I think she's going to be having a pretty good time on this next split. We'll see.
Oh, that was good.
Shortly,
wow.
Yeah, and I think she's going to finish. Yep.
That's, now look at this time now, folks. This is what this sport is all about.
So Jess just needs to finish this run clean. And we did see Elena Lilich have a problem in this last move, so it'll be critical for Jess to manage this last move.
Oh, she gets pushed down a little bit. I think she's still going to be our new race leader.
Yeah,
Jess Fox
nice
is a very good time.
Yeah, we can see her ease off the gas. She knows what she did. 1.88 seconds faster than Luca Jones from New Zealand, and that's a run where we expect to see from Jess.
Yeah, there is an asterisk there, but it won't matter. Even if she gets a penalty, she will be through to the final with a 102.13.
Yeah, and our final paddler down the course in this semi-final, we have Ricarda Funk.
Olympic champion, of course, two-time world champion. Just in the last few years has really been the standout paddler in women's K1.
Absolutely. Here she goes.
There's not a lot of her. She's not the biggest paddler around there, but my goodness, she packs a punch. She's got so much strength on the water.
She's crazy strong. Just well in touch with that time. Half a second with Jess's new time is nothing. She'll be, as long as she holds it together and stays, whoa.
It's not the cleanest.
Not too slick across that.
No, she's got a little bit of work to do there. So there's a fair bit of wriggle room, though, between Jess's time and the current 10th time, which is Marjorie de la Sousse, which is a 107.
That's right. She has 4.89 seconds to play with on the...
Yeah. You would think something would have to go drastically wrong for Ricarda Funk not to be able... But we have seen a couple of times this year. In fact, Ricarda makes some uncharacteristic mistakes. But she's looking pretty focused today. Look at that focus she's got in her eyes. She's just really determined to get this right.
Slick.
And looking pretty good at the moment. It's all systems go here for the German Ricarda Funk. The defending world champion, the defending Olympic champion. Just needs to finish it off here, and Ricarda Funk can book her afternoon on the water.
Yeah, managing that better than her teammate Elena Lilich this morning.
So coming around now, she's going to go. She's not going to be under Jess's time, but I think she'll slip
she might have
into
seen
third or
the
fourth.
time, and she doesn't need to push too hard there. She was second place.
Into second. Wow, that
Sigh
is
of relief.
quality at the top for this afternoon's final, because we have Fox and Funk and Jones and Satilla. They are four of the biggest names in canoe slalom in the top four, and then Zwolinska, Franklin, Horn, Stanoska, Mintalova and Wegman.
Yeah, disappointing for Marjorie de la Sousse, just finishing 11th there. She for a moment looked like she had a shot, and so she'll
be disappointed. Let's have a look there. I mean,
well, what a final start.
What a final. And interestingly there, you have Mintalova down the bottom with 4 seconds in penalties, so she would have been up there in the top 2 or 3. And look at the athletes who've just missed out, but they are all in the mix, many of them, for those important Olympic quotas. Lois and I are not even going to try and make sense of that just yet, because it all comes down to who got quotas yesterday, etc., etc. So we're not even going to bother.
Go fast, and that's all you can do.
Yeah,
go out there and paddle.
We're not paid enough to come up with those sorts of answers for you just yet.
That's right. Here we got a shot of Mallory Franklin, the lone Brit, into the final today in the women's kayak.
Yeah, some outstanding action. Some big name athletes aren't going to be there, unfortunately, but some big name athletes are going to be there competing for gold, looking for World Championship titles this afternoon. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage of the women's K1 semi-finals, and we're looking forward to having you back this afternoon for the final. But don't go away, because in just a moment or two we're going to bring you the men's K1 semi-finals. Lois, thank you once again for being part of the commentary.
Pleasure, Ross. Thank you.
Looking forward to seeing you on the water tomorrow for the kayak cross.
That's right. That'll be another event to tune into.
Yes, knock them dead. Knock them dead.
All right, thank you.
And now the crowd catching their breath after an exhilarating women's K1 semi-final. And we're just moments away now from kicking off the men's semi-final. where the world champion is Vit Prindes from the Czech Republic. The Olympic champion is Yuri Priskovic from the Czech Republic. 41 athletes. Now, you may ask at home, how do they come up with that number? Why is there 41? Well, the athletes who finished 40th and 41st both got exactly the same time. So there they are. Dimitri Marks and Johnny Dixon both got exactly the same time. So they're both racing. Why not? I mean, it's already a big enough semi-final with 40 athletes in. If you can have 40, why not have 41? As they say, nobody's ever said that ever. But that is how the way it's rolling today. And look at some of the quality names who are going to be on the course early there. You saw Vit Prindes' name. Peter Kauser, the gold medalist from Liceo, two-time Olympian. I'm sorry, not two-time Olympian, but two-time world champion. And Jakob Kretsky, who was the fastest qualifier from the Czech Republic. Joining me in the commentary box from Sweden, Fredrik Wallen. Fred, good afternoon to you, or good morning, good wherever people are watching. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, thank you for being here.
What an exciting afternoon we've got in store for us, or an exciting morning. The conditions are perfect. I know you've been out there looking around the course. Look at the crowd building up this afternoon. It's everything is set for what's going to be a super exciting semi-final.
Yeah, when I came here with the car, like for the parking, there was big lines, so the people are really coming now to watch, and the great weather will really help the athlete to perform at their best.
And it's a quality field. We've got some very good athletes who are going to line up. Just 10 will go through to the final, but I also need to remind you, 15 nations, the top 15 nations will also earn quotas. It's a bit more simple than the women, because not many of the men have doubled up and not many of the men have already won. In fact, I don't know if any of the men competing here have already won quotas yesterday, so it's going to make it a bit more clearer than the women's. But we're underway, and the first paddler on the course is the Swiss, Dimitri Marks. He's focused a lot more on the kayak cross in the last year or so, and it's paid off because he's become the champion kayak cross paddler in the world. But he's also been doing some really good kayak runs as well, Fredrik.
Yeah, he's been doing some really nice paddling, but that was very much too tight in the gate 6, and he's have a 50-second penalty, and yeah, not the start he wanted.
They will review it. They review all of these penalties, especially the 50s, because it is make or break, and if you get a 50, then your chances are over. But Fred and I both called it. It looked, you've got to get the whole of your head and some of the boat through the gate, and I don't think his entire bonds went through between the poles, so that'll be disappointing for Dimitri, but he will go away and start thinking about tomorrow now and the kayak cross.
Yeah, and he's like, without the 50-second penalty, he's really going for it, like sweeping and ducking the gates, like here in the S, like really.
Oh, that was nice.
Yeah, going for it. So yeah, too bad with the 50-second penalty, because with that, obviously, you can't progress anywhere.
No, he'll be devastated.
Yeah, and going direct now in the last down gate, we'll see how the guys play it in the field, if they go for the reverse or if they go for the direct. I have like scouted myself, and it's not easy to decide to go direct or to do the reverse.
If you do it though, Fredrik, and you pull it off, then you can pick up some valuable time, can't you?
Yeah, and I almost would myself go for the direct move, and there we see the...
Not even close.
Yeah, the 50-second penalty for Dimi.
Not even close, unfortunately, for Dimitri. Now, the British fans, they've barely got their breath back since the women's, and now they'll be on their feet again because their man Johnny Dixon is on the course, and he's been a revelation this year, Fredrik. He had a sixth in Prague, and he's really been paddling well.
He's been paddling really well on the World Cup and have made finals, and yeah, step it up now, and we'll see if he can manage to make it to the final on his home course.
Of course, when you've got Joe Clark in your team, you've always got to be at your very best if you want to be up there and matching it and trying to get into those finals. But he's really thrown it out there. He was at the under-23 World Championships as well.
Yep.
But yeah, this is the time to really put something together in a World Championship.
Very lovely spin and nice speed over the wave there, and nice up. So I think this can be a really good run, and sweeping this up is helpful, and yeah, keeping it very close to the pole.
So a good run so far, and you can hear the crowd. They've packed the grassy knoll here at Lee Valley. and enjoying the paddling, enjoying the sunshine, and it makes it a lot more enjoyable when you see your paddlers doing well. And Johnny Dixon's putting together a really good run here.
Yeah, a bit low there in the S. I think you can try to be a bit more on the poles there, but this was really lovely. He kept the speed running really well, and now he going for, yes, the direct. I think that could be a really good solution. You see the gate all the time, and I think it's good to be a bit low there. Now he needs to push down to the course.
So he's going to be about a 97, I think, for Johnny Dixon when he gets through. 96 about now. So a good time. He goes into the lead. Obviously, only 2 paddlers been on the course. Just to set the marker here. So Jess Fox was the fastest in the women's. She set a 102.13.
Yes.
And so you would expect the men to probably go around. You'd think you'd need the low 90s at least, wouldn't you, Frederick, to get through?
I don't know. We'll see. I think maybe for the final, like 93 could be enough. Maybe we'll see. Johnny's time was, like, the run was quite good, I think. So we will see. There's a lot of pressure on the guys, the final and the quota, and yeah, see how they handle it. Sometimes it's easy to go up early to just
or set that time and make everybody go out and beat you.
Yeah.
I know a lot of the athletes try and avoid seeing what other times are out there, but you can't miss the commentary. The commentary, especially when it's a Brit, they get very excited. So they will know, all the athletes will know that Johnny Dixon's put down a pretty good run.
Yeah.
Is it going to be good enough, though?
Yes, Adam Gonzanice is, he's in touch, like only 1.3 down, and yeah, I think there's some time to make up in the S especially. So yeah, we'll see if he can manage.
Had a good World Championships in 2021. I think he finished 14th on his home course,
Bratislava. Yeah.
Bratislava. So he would be looking to try and replicate that sort of a run here at Lee Valley.
Yes. Quite smooth in the S there. I think, yeah, he's still a little bit behind Johnny's time, but maybe he can make something special here now in the button drop. He goes for the spin yeah, and yes.
You do lose a bit of time across there, can't you?
Yeah, but the up was really nice. So now just pushing to the finish line will be outside Johnny's time, but still a quite good run, I would say.
Yeah, so 97.59. I don't know that that's going to be good enough. You'd expect you'd have to go at least a 95 to get through, to guarantee yourself a place in the final. But we have a lot of paddlers to go. As I said, we've got 41 paddlers to go through, and just 10 will get into the final. Benjamin Pope
from Australia.
From Australia.
All the way from Australia.
Yes,
yeah.
indeed. Looking for his first final. He's been paddling well, actually. He's been paddling fast, but just not sort of putting everything together that we know he's capable of. Maybe today is the day. They've been here for a couple of weeks now training on the Lee Valley course. So, he's missed it. He's missed it completely, and he's not going to go back.
And for the people at home, when they're watching what happened there, is like the water, he was a bit slow, like stopped paddling, and the water just pushing him away, and then the neck is not long enough to grab the gate. So yeah, a 50-second penalty, and yeah, it's over for Benjamin Pope. But he is a very good paddler, and he will come back very strong for the next race.
What heartbreak, though, Frederick.
Yeah.
I was talking about it in the women. You know, it's this one's only been a 3-year cycle, Olympic cycle, but everything really comes down to one weekend, and just to. Oh, and there's another one that's going to be tough as well.
Yeah, he knows the run is over, and it's very hard to focus, like on the tight staggers here. If you lose focus just for 1 second, you will be out of the gates.
So it's put a hush over the crowd. They're obviously canoe slalom fans here. They don't want to see athletes struggle, and for Benjamin Pope, this has been a bit of a struggle, unfortunately. 2 missed gates.
Yeah,
we're going to make for an early exit for Benjamin Pope, but there are more Australian athletes to come. So
yeah, they have the whole team inside, I think.
Yep, they do. So in fact,
very strong team.
In fact, look at this. That's didn't even go near the gate, and you can see the look of anguish on Benjamin Pope's face there, disappointment, and that one there is that's a 50 as well.
Yeah, it's too tight.
His raw time was good.
Yeah.
But
with 2 missed gates is not much to say anyway.
Pepe Goncalves,
nice.
yeah. Haven't seen a lot of him this year.
No, he has struggled, I think, but he has a really good start of this semi-final run. So let's see what he can put down. Like, this is the most important race of the year. So yeah,
Fast up the top.
yeah, very fast.
We all remember, of course, his final at the Rio Olympics when he finished 6th in front of his home crowd. Oh,
Yeah.
just struggling there a little bit.
Yeah, but the speed over to the up was good on the wave and getting the speed out. Let's see if he can be tight on these couple of gates now.
He's working hard. He's still up on Johnny Dixon's split. So even though he lost a bit of time there, his time is good still.
Yes, very good. But he's pushing hard, and hopefully he's very fit for the bottom part, because you really need all your energy still in the bottom when yeah, there's a tricky move.
So going well for the Brazilian Pepe Goncalves, hoping to make it into a final and hoping to put himself into a position to earn an Olympic quota as well for the Brazilians. And this has been nice. That's a nice combination.
Good. Yeah.
Well done.
Let's see if he goes for the spin and do it quite nicely, but touch the gate and yeah, get a little bit stuck as well on the stopper. But yeah.
Okay, it's going to be touch and go now for Goncalves, but the time is slipping out now, unfortunately, and yeah, he's not going to be that happy. That 2-second penalty, he knows it.
Yeah, without the touch, that could have been like quite close to Johnny's time, but touch is costly in this course.
Yes, we just saw Anna Satilla, who is through to the final this afternoon, her second final of the weekend, just reacting as her teammate. Unfortunately, I think, Frederick, that's not going to be good enough for Pepe Goncalves, given what the quality of athletes we've still got to come.
Yeah, we have so many still to come, and the level in the semi-final is so hard. So I think you have to put down a really good run, and most importantly, stay clean to have a chance.
So the Spaniard Pau Echenez, he had a really good European Championships this year.
He did.
I think he finished 8th in the final.
Yeah.
And so he's in good form here, and in Lee Valley, his time is good so far as well.
Yeah, and he's looking like he's going for it, and yeah, have no fear on the water, just paddling his style. I always like watching him on the water, like he seems to be very free and yeah, just doing his thing.
So nice so far, no mistakes. The man sitting at the top of the leaderboard is the Brit, Johnny Dixon.
Yeah, he's in touch, definitely.
It's,
yeah, get a bit caught up there with the paddle and the poles, but manage to still keep going.
Yeah, avoid the touch, which is an important thing.
Yeah, and see if he can be quite tight on this S. Very good. Yeah,
that's a good combination.
Yes, very nice. I think, yeah.
Look at that. It's almost exactly the same time now as Johnny Dixon. So how will he go at the finish, though? This is the crucial move here.
Yeah, that was very nice. And he also go for the spin.
He's got the shark teeth at the front of the boat there. Yeah. Oh, no, I think this has been...
Yeah, the problem when you go with the spin and stay too high up is that you have to work to come to the wave.
It's going to be close. Yeah. I think he's going to be just outside Johnny Dixon's time, is he? No, just under.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, that's good to see.
Look at that, 0.03.
Very, very tight.
Nothing in it.
Yeah.
But he's happy with that time. So there we go. There we go. Let's take a marker from that then, a 95.96.
Yeah, that's a very good run. Well done, sir.
Yep. And a new race leader. So Martin Srabotnik now, a silver at 2022 World Cup. Has been paddling for a few years. We're looking forward to seeing him bring his best here today.
Yeah, got a little bit caught up in the S there and struggling a little bit as well here, but let's see, the most important comes later on to the course.
That gate 6, Frederick, we saw with the women quite a few of them picking up 50s there. We've already seen some of the men doing it as well. It's it's a real risky gate, isn't it? Your race can be done there.
Yeah, it's a very, like, one of the toughest gate on the course, but you need to keep the speed over all the way before you start turning, because the water really pushes you off there. So I think everyone knows it, but it's not so easy to do.
So they're reviewing gate 6. It looked really tight. I'll have to go back and have a look at the video.
Yeah, I think he will be fine.
Yeah.
I think he was inside. And now he's he's in touch of the in pause time. So let's see if he can do this S really nice. And he's
good. Yeah, he's out of it quick.
Yeah, he was.
And his split time is up.
Yeah.
So he's going well. He's really nailed this bottom part of the course.
Those two gates was really nice as well, and he's go for the spin and come out quite fast this time, and really keep the speed over. This is looking really good.
Yep, we're going to have a new race leader, I think, folks.
He got a touch though in the last gate, so
last gate.
He will be out. Otherwise, it would have been really good.
Oh, heartbreak.
Yeah, but they're reviewing it, so we'll see if it will stay on. But
that's okay. I think you're right.
I think he's inside.
But this last gate is the problem. You've got to.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Yep, the whole head has to go through.
Yeah. So we'll see about the touch as we.
Yeah, that his raw time, Frederick, was 95.83, which would have put him in the lead.
Yeah.
That'd be heartbreaking if just that last little touch on the gate is going to keep him out of the final.
Yeah.
Now, a man who's already proven he likes this course. He won the silver medal here in 2015.
Oh, yeah.
At the World Championships. So he knows the course. He's proven himself on it. Can he put down a run today for the Polish team? Matthew Polisic.
Looks really good so far. He kept the speed really nice over Piccadilly. That's the big stopper in the beginning. And yeah, nice spin there, keeping the speed, getting a little bit stuck in the wave, but managed to stay close to the up. So yeah, I think he will still be up on the split. Yeah.
He won a bronze in the World Championships way back in 2013 as well. So he's twice picked up minor medals at a World Championship level.
Yeah, he's been really good at the World Championship.
He's a big event performer.
Yeah, he is.
Rick, yep.
Yeah, and managed to make the team this year. I think he has been out of the team for a while, so it's good to see him back making the team. And yeah, that's so fast.
Really fast. So let's look at this now. He's on about the same time as the Spaniard. Nice combination there, though, for the pole.
Yeah. And
this is where he's going to go direct.
Yeah, that looks very good. I think that is very nice to see.
Now, can he get to the finish line under 95.96? I think so.
Very close.
It's going to be close, but I think we're going to have a new race leader. Yes, we are.
Yes.
Not a lot of emotion there. It's hard work. It's hard. You're so tired you can barely smile. But
yeah, that was a very nice run. He kept it like very smooth all the way and did go for the direct in the last down gate in the eddy there. So yeah, I think will we see more people go for that? Or I think that could be the fastest actually.
Yeah. Yep. Now Kazuyo Adachi from Japan. I think it was the surprise packet of the World Championships last year, Frederick. He made the final, finished 9th in Augsburg in the final of the World Championships. And I think I've made a lot of people stand up and take notice of this young man from Japan. We know he's fast, so can he put it together today?
Oh, no, the gate 6.
He's missed the gate. He's going to go back for it, but exactly the same as we saw with Benjamin Pope.
Yeah, I was about to say that his start of the run looked smooth, and he didn't have enough speed over, start turning too early, and then you don't reach the gate and the run is over. He obviously paddled back, so he had no 50-second penalty, but he has no chance of making a final today. And we'll see where he finished in the end, but 9.2 seconds away is way too far to have a chance.
So for those watching at home, Frederick, just talk us through, you look at the water and it's obviously fast moving.
Yeah.
If you get in the wrong slipstream, if you get in the wrong current, it's very hard to get out of it, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And if you're just the millimeter short of the line you want to go on, that could cost you big time, because the water is so fast and so strong and pushes you both to the right or to the left. And that could be very costly.
That's why we hear some of the athletes talk about getting into a good rhythm and getting into a good stream, because it can just carry your boat all the way down the water. And if you don't, then you spend the whole race struggling to get across between the gates. And unfortunately for Adachi, he just got in the wrong line going into gate 6 and had to turn back.
Yeah.
And as a result, now he finds himself with a time that, unfortunately for him, will not be anywhere near good enough.
No, that will be very hard to progress anywhere. But he managed to do his run and stay focused, even though he know it was over, which is good to see anyway.
So Lucien Delfour now, the Australian, the two-time Olympian, and we know he's super fast. We know what he's capable of. We've seen him lay down runs that have been absolutely mesmerizing.
Yeah, he can really go fast when he's on it. Light paddler, very good at having the boat speed very high.
He had a little bit of trouble there, but he's fast enough to make up for that.
Yeah, I would say he's losing some time here. I think he will not gain any time from the split. I think he will be more off now. Oh, I was completely wrong.
Yeah. I mean, it's deceiving watching him.
Yeah.
Oh, but there's a touch.
Yeah.
There's a touch, unfortunately, for Lucien as he went through. They haven't given it. Yes, there it is, gate 13. I'm pretty certain I saw that with his paddle.
Yeah.
Just brushed the gate. So he's really going to have to lay down something special here now to be in the mix.
Yeah, I think Lucien has the capacity to really put something special down. So let's see if he can do something. Oh,
3 seconds is a long way. He's going to have to really nail this move here.
Those gates was very nice.
He'll go direct. I'm pretty certain about that. Oh, no, he doesn't. He's taken the spin.
Yeah.
And lost a bit of time, unfortunately. So Lucien Delfour, I don't think it's going to be enough for him to get through.
No, but he's like, yeah, trying his best, and that's always good to see. Without the touch, it would still be in a quite good time, but yeah, the touches are costly. We will see it through the whole field. If you can stay clean, it's very good.
He's had a tough year. He had chicken pox earlier this year, and that laid him low for a little bit. Now, what about this young man? What an exciting story he is.
Yeah.
Junior world champion this year. Do you recognize the Farazi name?
Yeah, of course I recognize the name. It's in the slalom circuit. It's a very big name and a legend in the sport. But yeah, this youngster is very cool to see. I watched his second qualification run when he had to put down like the good run to make it into the semifinal, and that was such a pleasure to watch.
Oh, how are the judges going to see that on gate 6? Again, gate 6, it's such a problem.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know if he managed to keep the head in.
There's a big touch there too. So his father, for those watching at home, his father won gold in 1992 in Liceo in Barcelona at the Barcelona Olympics. I think he coaches him now, his father.
I think so. Yeah.
It's not bad to be coached by an Olympic champion.
No.
It's not a bad thing to have.
No.
And if it's your dad as well. But unfortunately there for Farazi, definitely a touch on 10, and they're reviewing gate 6. It was really tight.
Yeah, and he has lost some time as well, other than the touch in the spin at the main way. So yeah, his run is like not the smoothest, and yeah. Oh no. Oh
no, this is not the way.
No.
He's recovered. He's going to get through the gate okay, but you can see he's looking quite disheveled.
Yeah, in that S gate, like the stopper, and when you're exiting the stopper, is really weird water. So the back of your boat could really, yeah, the water could grab it, and when you're turning, and yeah, you lose control, and that's what happened. He didn't manage to stay in front of his boat to just go down, turning down.
So this is not going to be his day, the young man from Italy, but don't you worry, we're going to see a lot more of him in years to come, because he's still just a teenager and he has some great racing in front of him. So
we will definitely see him in the future.
Yep. So now Noel Hendrick from Ireland. They had a great day yesterday. They got a quota locked away in the C1 yesterday. Can they do the same today in the K1?
Yeah, Noel has been training here a lot this like last couple of months, so we'll see if he can also grab a quota for the Irish K1.
So he finished 20th in the World Championships last year, which was a reasonable result for Noel, but he would love to be able to get up there and get in the final here. Don't forget, folks, top 15 countries will earn quotas for the next Olympics. What they do with them, that's up to them. But that's what's at stake here for everybody.
Yeah, he's a bit off on the second split there, but he's running the boat clean, and yeah, That's the most important. If he can stay out of the big mistake and touches, he will definitely have a good chance of the quota. That's very lovely to see.
Yeah.
Very good, very fast. And he's gaining time. That's also very good to see. Very smooth there.
Good middle of the race. Now,
Yeah.
I think, Frederick, this gate here, this combination here is where the races have been run and won, isn't
Nice.
it? And this is where the races have been won and lost on this combination
very
here.
good. This is so good to see. Now you just need to push. He will be outside of the top time, but not too far away.
No, it's going to be close. He's going to be just outside.
Yeah.
He moves into fourth.
Yes.
Oh, it's going to be tight.
That will be tight, but that's a good run from Noel, I think. I think that was very nice to see.
Yeah, a fist pump. He's happy with that. But is it going to be enough to get into the final? You wouldn't think so.
No, not for a final, I think.
No. Is it going to be enough, though, to get a quota for Ireland for the Olympics? Well, let's just wait and see.
Yeah.
Martin Helsen might have something to say about all of that, though. 9th at the European Championships this year.
Yeah, he had a shoulder injury last year or the year before that. I don't remember now, but he has come back really strong after that. I remember talking, it must have been like in Leptovsky European Championship, and yeah, he has got back and performed really well now.
You can see there with gate 6, Martin just making sure he went right through the middle of it. I'm sure a lot of the paddlers have already seen what's unfolded today, and they would have noted the difficulty some of the paddlers have already had on that course, and maybe they're adjusting their game plan just a little bit to make sure that they don't put themselves in that position where their race is already over after 6 gates.
Yeah, I think like the race is not won and lost. Well, it could be lost in the gate 6, but not won. So making sure you have the margin to take the gate 6 and then keep the speed, and yeah, you have the rest of the course to. Oh, that was tight, but I think he will make. I think that's not a 50.
So 6 and 16 are 2 gates that we need to keep an eye on throughout the morning. They're the ones where people are taking risks. They've given him a touch on gate 19.
Yeah, very, very straight line there in between those 2 gates, and he is struggling a little bit now, having to fight on the wave.
So hard, Frederick, being at the bottom of the course as well, isn't it? You've got very little energy left, and you've got that tough combination there.
It's a very physical course, and if you don't have the energy in the end, then that last move is really hard to pull off. And we saw Martin, he struggled a lot, was late into the spin, and that cost him big time in the end.
So now a man who 11 years ago on this course in the Olympics picked up a bronze medal for Germany, so he's got some pretty good memories, I'm sure, of paddling down the whitewater at Lee Valley. Hannes Agner from Germany. He went on, and then of course he won bronze last year in Tokyo. He's the 2018 world champion, so he has a very impressive CV.
He has a very impressive CV, and he's very good on these.
Touch.
Yeah, it's a touch, but he's very good on these big races. When it matters the most, he's usually performing really well.
So he would be aware there was no secret to that touch. He would have seen it right in front of his eyes. So he knows he's got to pick up 2 seconds somewhere along this course, but he's capable of doing that. He's a very experienced paddler. He's a very fast paddler.
Yeah, he is. He's very strong and knows this course really well. Like you say, he has good memories, which will help him now when it starts burning in your arms, and he will know that he wants to place in the final. So yeah, he will go for it, definitely.
Ooh, that was tight, but I think it's okay.
Yeah.
For Hannes Agner, we'll get a split in just a moment, see how he's traveling. It's going to be...
Oh, no, another touch. That will be too much, I think.
Yeah, 4 seconds. Even Hannes Agner can't come back from 4 seconds in penalties, you would think.
Yeah. Other than that, he's not too far away from the split without the second touch there. So, yeah, he was gaining time, definitely. But now he also lost the wave.
Yeah.
Had to paddle up, which cost a lot of time. So you want to use the wave there to come up right to the gate and just exit directly. So yeah, this run away from him.
He'll be disappointed.
Yeah.
His raw time, Frederick, was the quickest so far today.
Yeah.
I think he would have been a 95.42, which would have put him in the lead. But
yeah, 2 touches is too much.
2 big touches too.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that's unfortunately for Hannes Agner, his afternoon is
it's
over.
Eric Holmer from Sweden. Now I'm very nervous.
Yeah.
Now you need to speak more.
Okay, so Eric,
No.
he was 9th in Tokyo at the Olympics.
Let's go now, Eric.
So what's the state of play with Sweden with your Olympic qualification process, Frederick?
Well, I think first of all we need to get the quota here today, and then it depends if you take a medal, either in slalom or kayak cross, then you have a very good chance to be selected already now. But if you don't have a medal, then most likely we will continue our race in the European Championship next year in Tatsen.
It's always, these are races within races, and for every country it's different. Now, Eric's...
Oh, nice.
That was a good move. So,
that was very good.
So you'll have to excuse my Swedish co-commentator if he gets really excited here, because there's a lot riding on this for him and for the Swedish team. Good run so far. Yeah, he's been very good, but also having some small mistake which cost him some time. They're reviewing some gates as well, so let's see if he can continue to stay clean, most importantly. So he's there, he's in, he's 4 seconds down. That's a big gap to make up.
No,
he's missed 21.
No.
He's missed 21 and he hasn't gone back for us, so that's a 50. And Eric, he's heartbroken. That is. That's not the end of it. You do have another paddler coming up, though. Yeah, we have Isaac also that can, but this is devastating to see. I know Eric really wanted to make a really good run now. He has been so good on training. I watched him every day and like kicking my ass every day on training, and yeah, this is not what I wished for him. No, that's what's at stake here for all these athletes. So unfortunately, not today for Eric, but we do have another paddler from Sweden coming up very soon. But now let's focus on our New Zealand friend, Callum Gilbert. Yeah, Oceania champion, and wanting to get that quota locked away for the men from the land. Ooh, touch. Yeah, from the long white cloud. And that will be very, very... No. I could see it already, miles before it happened. They didn't have the speed over, and the run is over for Callum Gilbert's time. That's over for him as well. Wow. Yeah, and I was just about to say, I think he had some good memories from this course as well. I think the World Cup here was it 2001, and he was in the final. Yep. And so he can paddle really fast in this course. 2021 it was. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. But today, unfortunately, not going his way. His time slipped away. He had to go back and redo gate 6, and unfortunately for him, that's once you had to do that, then your race is over. Yeah. So we're just seeing what's at stake here, though, for some of these athletes, Frederick. There's so much on the line. It's not just he got out of that. Okay. Yeah. It's not just the World Championships at stake. It's much more than the World Championships here. It's a ticket to Paris. Yeah. And I don't exactly know the policy for the New Zealand guys, but obviously they all want to do their best, and when the race is over already in gate 6, it's hard. They do have another Finn Butcher's still to come, though, so a lot of pressure on Finn Butcher to try and earn that quota, but unfortunately not going to be Callum Gilbert's day. No. They had a great result in the women's with Luca Jones going through, so that'll be exciting for the New Zealand fans later on tonight, but unfortunately no Callum Gilbert in the final. No, unfortunately for him. So, Sin Quan, who was in really good form in Spain, in Liceo at our last World Cup, he made the final, finished 10th in the final, and just a really strong paddler. Yeah, was he also in the final in Augsburg last year? I think he finished, he was top 10, obviously, in the final. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, nice. That's very good. And like when you do that, it's you keep the speed of the boat as well. So like this, obviously you have to take the gate, but if you do it in the way he did it, you also keep the speed, so it's no time loss. But there was a bit of time loss there in the spin, getting very low and had to paddle a lot to come back. But I think he will still be in touch, and like you said, he's a very strong guy. He can really put down everything he has now the rest of the course. Spends a lot of the year, I believe, training in Po. I think that's right. So spends a lot of time in Europe and has really come along as a paddler, but he's got some work to do here. That was good.
Yeah, that was very tight and straight, which was good, like spending no time going the wrong way. And that S is very good.
Yeah, that's good. Okay,
yeah,
he's in touch.
Yeah, he's very much in touch.
He is in touch. Could we see him finish in the top 2 or 3 and give himself a big chance of being in some finals action?
Oh, no.
That's pushed him along.
Oh, he managed to save it, recover really well, but yeah, had to fight a lot. But I think he can still maybe fight for the first position here.
What a great result this will be, considering, just outside.
Yeah.
I tell you what, he is a strong man.
He's very strong.
A very strong man, because a lot of other paddlers would have got blown away there when that wave caught him, but he pulled himself out of that and got back in the mix.
Yeah. Yeah, good run from him, and yeah, he's now in 4th place. Let's see if he can stay there.
Boris Nouveau, 2-time world champion, 2014, 2021. Won a silver medal in 2009 at the World Championships, way back in 2009.
Yep.
I think Peter Kauser won the gold that year. I think it was Kauser first, Nouveau second.
In Bratislava, nothing.
Now you're testing me where that was. I'm not sure, but he's been around for a long time.
Maybe.
Yeah,
in Seoul, I think.
It was in the Tokyo Olympics, of course. He's been around for a while and just would love to finish his career. I don't want to retire him prematurely. But he would love to finish his career in Paris next year, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm really sure of that too. And that's very good to see. He's very experienced, and when it comes to these very important races, he's a master. So I think he's 1.2 down, but that's not a really big problem for him, because he knows how to make time in this course. And we'll see now if he can just let the boat run really fast and stay clean.
So the French fans, you can hear them, the support team, they've been quite loud today. They've had a lot of paddlers on the course already, not getting the results they wanted in the women's. Can they get a man through to the finals this afternoon?
Nice.
Good combination for Boris there.
He's gaining time and going for the direct move, and I think that looks good. He's struggling a little bit, but managed to get tight into the up and in and out very fast.
It's such a hard combination.
It is, and he will not, change the top.
Not happy.
No, he lost it when he went for the direct move, and didn't manage to catch the wave there.
It's a high-risk move, isn't it? And it is a big decision to take.
Yeah.
Do you play safe? Do you try and pick up some valuable time? Let's see what Joe Clark does, folks. Get ready. The crowd are going to get to their feet right now when they see their 2016 Olympic champion on the course.
Yeah, I watched some trainings. We were on the same slot on the trainings, and I haven't seen anyone that paddle as fast as Joe does. So let's see if he can bring it down on this semi-final to go into the...
Oh, look at that time already. He's up. He's going fast. He's giving the crowd something to get excited about.
Yeah, he's going really fast, and he knows this course better than anyone, training every day here. And yeah, this is so good to see.
A new father, became a dad at the start of this year, and it's given him some extra impetus, some extra importance for his paddling career to try and really make a name for himself and really show us what he's made of. Of course, it still burns that he missed out on the Olympics in 2020 in Tokyo.
Yeah, he looks like he's in control of whatever happens, and yeah, he's 2.1 seconds up, and yeah, that's so fast.
It's like he's cruising through at the moment. He is
almost 4 seconds up now.
Just looking like a well-oiled machine. Joe Clark from Great Britain. Let's see what he does here. He's gone direct.
That's very nice.
Look at that. You'll hear the crowd in a moment when they see this time flash up.
He's leader for sure.
He's going to go 92, I reckon, and this is a very good run for Joe Clark. 90. That's what the crowd have come out to see. Joe Clark, you better start stretching and getting ready for a final this afternoon, because I think you are safe.
Yeah, I think that is a very respectable time.
4.78 seconds faster than the next quickest Okay,
Yeah.
are you okay, Frederick? You're
Yeah,
all
I'm
right,
okay
mate?
now. It's Isak
Take a deep
Öström
breath.
from Sweden, and again I will be very nervous again because this is very important now when Eric didn't make a good enough run. So we'll see if Isak can manage now to do a good run.
What sort of a year has he had, Isak?
Yeah, he's also a father now, and oh, that's very good through 6 and 7. And yeah, he has been paddling really well, very stable, like without big mistakes, and that's what you need to do on a day like this. Just a little bit caught, but yeah, nothing major.
So you can see the split time there. Now, bear in mind that Joe Clark's time was 4 seconds, more than 4 seconds, almost 5 seconds faster than the next best time. So
that's very fast.
So in the moment, he is sitting in the second fastest time.
Yeah,
that split time. So.
Oh, a little bit too much of an angle there, but yeah, he's managed to keep clean, and yeah, this is very good.
It's a good run so far. I've got my fingers crossed for you, Frederick.
Thank you.
I want to see.
Oh no! Oh, good. He saved that really well. His boat was not pointing in the right direction there, but he managed to get back, and yeah.
So the split time, he's still sitting in second position at the moment. Now, how will he go here? Come on, get across there.
Go, go, go.
Get across there. That's nice.
Yes.
He's got out of that well.
He might be challenged for a second place here. Or now he will be just outside, I think.
It's going to be close. I think he's going to move into third or fourth spot. Is he? Sixth.
Yeah.
Oh, that's tight. But yeah, I think you're going to be in the mix for a...
I think we will be in the mix for a quota, yes.
That's the important thing now.
That's very important, yes.
Yeah. So well done, Isak. Under pressure to put that together. It's a good result.
Yes, that's a very good result. Now there's a Canadian guy here, Trevor Boyd. He's the one Canadian inside this semi-final. So yeah, I hope he can be relaxed and not feeling the pressure too much.
Oh, there you go. Tough early touch for Trevor Boyd from Canada.
Not sure, but I think this could be his first World Championship semi-final. So just that is alone quite a lot of pressure to handle, and also with the quota and everything. Yeah.
In fact, I don't think he's made too many World Cup semi-finals.
No, I don't think so either. So it's really good to see him on the water, and I think whatever happens, he will have a good time and learn from it.
And we should say that even if you don't get quotas here, for every other continent besides Europe, there are still continental qualifiers to come where you can also get your tickets to Paris. So, of course, the Canadians will be eyeing off, if they don't get a quota here, they'll be eyeing off the North American or the American continental qualifiers later on this year or early next year. There's a possibility to get to Paris.
Yeah, and then this experience is very helpful for him to have been in this situation, to have the pressure, and his run is not going as he wanted, but the experience he will take on and remember to the next time.
So Trevor Boyd coming down here, just the one touch so far, so he'd be pretty happy with that.
Yeah, he has picked up another one, I think, and now it's only the sprint to the finish. It's very hard, the arms are burning now, and
unfortunately for Trevor Boyd, he slips into 15th position, but it's all experience for him.
Yeah, I think it's very good to see him on the water racing today.
So another of the Polish paddlers on the course, Michael Pasiut.
Yeah.
He won he was ninth in the 2018 World Championships, had a top 10 result there in the finals of the World Championships. So
very nice.
Good early move there for the Polish paddler.
Yeah, I really like his style. It's very smooth and good strokes. I really enjoy watching him on the water. So yeah, that's very fast, keeping the speed. But Joe was really fast in the start. So
fast.
Yeah. I think this will still be have a chance for a top position. Yeah,
anything inside 4 seconds split time will put you into second position at the moment behind Joe Clark. That time from Clark, 90.96. That's unbelievable, really.
Yeah.
I'll be really interested to see how the likes of Vit Prindes and Jiri Prišović go against that sort of time.
And Giovanni, we'll
Yeah.
see how he touched the plastic blocks that like helps the water move in a certain way, but he really managed to
Touch there maybe. It's close.
Yeah, I think he stayed clean. Maybe it is a wind picking up or something, because you see some gates moving a little bit, but yeah, he's staying clean. It's very important, and he has a very smooth style, but he's lost some time now in the middle part of the course. So let's see, now he goes for the spin.
Nope.
It's stalled, like he's getting stuck, and that's...
Yeah, it took an eternity to get through there, didn't he? Oh,
Yeah, and had to paddle back. Yeah, the run is not going his way here in the end, but he will fight to the end.
Nope, that's unfortunately for Mikhail Pasyut. That will not be finals action for him this afternoon. But there is a Pole sitting there in the moment in second position, Polizic, who had a pretty good time at 95.74. He currently sits in second position. Now, talk about
A youngster.
paddlers of the future.
Yeah.
Is he still 15? No, they say 16 now. So that's
16.
good. That makes me feel a bit better.
Yeah, yeah. But he yeah.
An amazing young man,
Yeah.
and had a really great under-23 World Championships. He won the C1 Junior World title and had a really good K1 as well.
Yeah. Yeah, that's okay, I think. He's stretching his neck, but I think he's clean. That's the most important there. But yeah, he is one young guy that really oh no, that's
no, he's going to have to go back for that.
yeah.
And good on him. Good on him. He's going back to try and correct his mistake there. It is definitely a touch.
Yeah, but not 50,
But
which
not
is
50, yeah.
not all the way in the end. But yeah, he's losing some time going back for that gate, and yeah, 10 seconds is too much, but good experience. This is his first senior world championship, and making the semifinal in the first run is, yeah, like in the qualification, is very good. And he obviously has his future still to come and to do many more good races.
But today is not good, and there's a touch on the way out with the back of the boat as he came out, so that's disappointing for him. But yeah, as Frederick said, this is all experience for this young man. He's got probably 4 or 5 Olympics still in front of him.
Yeah,
if he wants them.
Yeah, and it's really good to see him on the water. He's really going for it, giving his all, and yeah, today wasn't his day, but yeah, good to see.
Yeah, acknowledging the crowd there. What a great experience. He'd still have something good to tell everyone at school on Monday.
Yes.
When everyone else is comparing notes about what they did on the weekend. What did you do?
Yeah.
I was competing at a World Championships.
Yeah.
On the biggest stage. Now.
In Butcher.
Yes.
New Zealand.
Can he get the New Zealanders into a position to challenge for a quota? That's what he's got to look for here. Nice start. That's
very
good.
nice.
Yep.
Smooth. No energy loss. Just being with the water, and here as well. He looks like he's really on the good lines, keeping the boat speed up. And
we've seen Finn this year. He's been doing some fantastic kayak cross work.
Yeah, he's really good in the kayak cross as well. And some inside information, this boat is from 2018 actually, that he racing with now. He actually thinks that boat is the best one out there, and yeah.
So he's changed, has he? He's changed his boat?
Yeah, he's changed his boat, and I think he loves that boat, and let's see if he loves this course.
Well, it's a good run so far.
Yes.
It's not the fastest, but it's clean. And if we look at the top, wow, the top 9 athletes so far all went through clean. So that gives you a bit of an insight into
how important it is to stay clean.
Yep, for sure. So.
Oh, nice.
He's going well.
He's going well. He is
5 seconds out, but that's not too bad. That's put him in the mix for the top 3 for sure.
Yeah, and let's see, he go for the direct move, and he managed to turn the boat early. This is looking very good, and coming up directly into the gate, and now he just need to exit, and yes.
Here we go. He's not going to lead, but can he go into 3rd or 4th position? Give himself a chance.
Yeah, I think.
Oh,
rank 7.
There's a real log jam there, Frederick, isn't there, around the between 2nd and and 7th, where Finn is at the moment. There's a real log jam there.
Yeah.
It's a lot of athletes getting caught up there.
Yeah.
So, David Laurent from Spain at the 2019 World Championships in Liceo, which was an Olympic qualifier, of course. He won silver in front of the home crowd, and they absolutely loved it. Oh, David, that was a risky move, and unfortunately a big touch.
Yes, but maybe with that one touch, he can, if he just keep it in control, he can challenge for a top position, but I think then he needs to pick up the pace a lot now and stay smooth and be really on the line now.
So you might have seen in the background there one of our judges do a sweeping move with their arm. That means that it's clean.
That's very nice.
If they hold their arm up though, nope, that's when you're in trouble. You know that you've got a problem. Either a 2-second penalty or a 50-second penalty. So
very good. I think when you get the touch very early, you can either go very lose your plan totally and have a really hard time getting back to your rhythm. But I think David has really managed to get back to his rhythm, to his run, to his plan. Because I think, no,
another touch there. That's too much.
Yeah, I was going to say that. I thought it looked a lot better than from the start, but now with the 2 touches, I think it's too much.
Yeah, 4 seconds in penalties will be too much for him. We saw Hannes Agner get 4 seconds in penalties as well. That's too much to make up no matter who you are. When you're Joe Clark sitting on top there with a 90.96, you're not going to be...
Raw time would be really good.
Yeah, he'd be in 2nd place with a raw time.
Yeah.
But 4 seconds in penalties, he knows that that's his day over. Unfortunately for David Laurent.
Yeah.
Now, the Austrian speed machine, Mario Leitner.
Yes.
He's been fast for a long, long time, Mario. He was 4th in Liceo at our last World Cup. So he was showing us then that he's reaching form at the right time.
Yeah, he...
Oh, early touch.
No. Yeah, but yeah, he has been in the finals and really showing good pace. Now his teammate Felix missed out. I think that's good.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, missed out on the semifinals surprisingly, but yeah, they are a very strong K1 men team and K1 woman team as well.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I think the absence of Felix and Frederick Wallen from the semi-finals were the 2 biggest surprises.
Yes, I think so.
For the K1.
Yeah.
But the K1 semi-final loss is our gain because we get Frederick in the commentary box. So it's not all bad.
No, not all.
I know you'd prefer to be out there on the water though, Fred, for sure.
Yes, that would have been lovely. But we now hope that Mario can put down a solid, good middle and last part of the course to see if he can catch some time, because he is off the pace for a top position. That was very nice.
Yeah, so just slipping away a little bit, 7 seconds outside Joe Clark's time, which is quite phenomenal, I have to say.
Yes, going for the direct, and let's see if he can keep the speed. Mario is also really good in the white water in kayak cross, and so crossing big waves is not a problem for him, but the time is slipping away and he will not be close for a final today.
Nope. No, Mario Leitner's day is over. That makes it difficult for Austria for the quota as well. So they'll have to wait and see how it all plays out. But
I think Felix was really good at the Europeans. So
yes, I think in fact he was
maybe
4th, wasn't he?
I think so. Yeah.
Let me just check. I did make a note of it here. I think there's the Austrians were 4th, so they could pick up. Although the Swiss were 2nd.
Oh yeah, so we'll see. But on course now we have another youngster, a French guy.
Etienne Kasterik, 2-time junior world champion, 3rd in the under-23s this year. He is the exciting future.
Yeah,
French K1 paddling, I think.
Yeah, his style is so good. I really enjoy watching, and yeah, he's so smooth and feels like he's always like that, just smashing the upstream gates, and looks like he's done it since he was so young and knows exactly what to do.
And his time is good. It's really good, actually. He's sitting in second position at the moment. And if he finishes inside the top 10, he'll knock his teammate Boris Nouveau out of the top 10, which that'll make for an awkward bus ride home. But at the moment, he's traveling really nicely. There's a big gap between. Oh, he's gone
very low in the S, but I think it's
4.5. It's going to be tight.
He lost a lot there, but
he's still in second position.
He can still manage this very nice.
Too much time there. No, he's lost too much time there.
Yeah, losing time and putting the tail of his boat too much down when it was turning. So yeah, that's 8th position.
And he knows it. He knows it hasn't turned out the way he wanted. It was a good run up till then. You can see what it means for him. A bit of extra pressure for the French paddlers as well, because the Olympics next year are on their home course in Paris. All right, now, if anybody can challenge Joe Clark's time, it's Vit Prindes. He's the current leader in the World Cup standings for this year. He's just a phenomenal paddler. The fact, Frederick Wallen, that he's never been to an Olympics is quite heartbreaking, really, isn't it?
Yeah, he is definitely one of the top guys in our sport and has been for a long time, ranked number 2 in the world.
The way that
small touch there, it looked like,
The way that it works, though, that only one athlete can go per country to the Olympics in the K1, and Yuri Priskovic has always been edging Vit Prindes out. But maybe today could be the day that Vit Prindes makes his mark.
Yeah.
Another touch. Wow, now this is going to be a challenge.
Yeah, now he really has to work for it.
Yeah, he's got to pick up 4 seconds.
Yes.
That's a lot.
Yeah, but he is one of the top guys, so I think he still can do it. And the Czech, they train really hard for these kind of days, and let's see what he can do. Oh, that's so nice.
He's really laying it out there. He's not leaving anything on the shelf because he wants to be in that final. He wants to have a chance to defend his world title.
So fast. I think he's gained some time now. He's not.
He's actually, it's about the same. So the 2022 world champion is...
that is so tight.
Oh, look at that. That's brave.
That is very brave.
And I think it's paid off. I think he's picked up some time now. Oh, just a bit slow out of that gate, though. It's going to be close.
It will be very close.
Vit Prindes. Is he going to sneak in? Oh, wow. 4 seconds in penalties, Vit Prindes. Your raw time, my friend, I hate to tell you this, but it would probably be good enough, but you don't want me to tell you that.
No.
He's gone into 5th position. A shake of the head. Look, we saw in the women's some really strange things happen at the bottom of the runs, so I wouldn't rule it out just yet, but my goodness, it's going to be tight for him.
Yeah, he has to wait now and see what the other will do.
So the next of our Japanese paddlers, Yuki Tanaka, is on the course, 16th in Tucson this year. And again, just a young paddler out here trying to make his mark on the canoe slalom. He's up against some big names today, but it's been a good start for him.
He's very good start, very fast. Smooth. He's looking like that was very nice spin, keeping it flat, and making very nice crossover on the wave into the up, and I think he will not have lost too much time here. Joe was exceptionally fast.
There's a touch.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for Tanaka, so that's going to make it hard for him now. Currently sitting on the top of the leaderboard is the hometown favourite, Joe Clark, with a 90.96. The next best time is 4.78 seconds behind Joe Clark, which is unbelievable. It just gives you an idea of how much he owned that course. That's a good move,
Yeah, that's very smooth. And he's only like 4 seconds. Another touch.
So that's going to make it tricky.
Yeah, going for the spin, but he has done the spins very nice, and the crossing has been really good. So
can he finish this strongly? Can he get under the 95? I don't think so. It's going to be just outside. Oh no, 10th. That's no good, unfortunately, for Yuki Tanaka.
But his raw time was quite nice, so very good to see that he can have the boat speed to challenge for a final.
So Martin Duguid now from Switzerland, second. And we mentioned there they did well at the Europeans. He was the man who got the silver medal at the European Championships.
Yes, so he can go really fast when it matters, and he has also a very nice style, always above the water, which is always good because you keep the speed up. And let's see if he can manage this tricksy gate 6. Yes,
Yep,
very nice.
Very nice. So Martin Duguid, we're starting to get down towards the final 10 paddlers now, and that's when it's going to start getting interesting. We're going to start putting some cues up very soon.
Oh, getting a little bit hold back there, waiting for the gate, but oh, that's a very nice speed in and out of the upstream there.
Let's have a look at the split time. He's in second position at the moment, behind Joe Clark, so that's a good position to be in right now, judging by the rest of the times that have been laid down. So can he maintain this though through to the bottom of the course for Martin Duguid? Nice,
very tight and nice there, and also very straight, just paddling through those two gate ducking and diving.
So this has been a good run.
Yes, oh, that's also very fast. He is.
So he's still in second position. Martin Duguid from Switzerland. That was good as well.
Yeah.
Now here's where the race could be won or lost. Let's see what he does here. He does the spin. And you can hear the crowd getting behind him. That's nice.
So nice, yes.
All right. He's not going to lead, but I think we've got a new second place.
Yes, I think so too. He will go under 95.
Great run, Martin Duguid. Look at that. I love that emotion. I love that. He knows that that time is going to be very hard to beat.
Yes.
He'll be pretty pumped about being in the final if he gets there. We've got a bit of a wait still.
Yes.
A few big name paddlers who want to have their say, including this man.
Yes. What a legend. Peter Kauser from Slovenia. Yeah, we all know him and how nice he's paddling and how many good results he's done through the time. And last World Cup a few weeks ago, he won in Laseo, so he's in good form.
I think on the eve of his 40th birthday.
Yeah, even that.
But yeah, we don't use the term, the term legend should not be used lightly, and you can honestly say Peter Kauser is a legend. Silver in Rio, of course, at the Olympics there. World champion back in 2009 and 2011.
Yes, 2 times.
So it's long overdue for him to be back on the podium, at the top of the podium. And we look at that time. He's currently sitting in outright second position for Peter Kauser, and it's clean. So let's see what he does here. We know that he's capable of taking some good risks and pulling off some big moves.
Yeah.
The wall there.
Yes, and he's always in control and keeping the boat speed very high, and he is very strong on his stroke, so he can pull really hard when he needs to. And yeah, he's definitely in contention for a second place now. I don't think he can beat Jo's time, but going for the direct move there, keeping the speed high and very tight into the upstream. Yes, this will definitely challenge the second place now.
Yep, he will move into second or third position, I think, probably third. Oh, no, he's just a little bit slow, but third position. Yeah, just a little bit slow in that last sprint.
Yeah, I think he lost some time exiting the last upstream there, actually. But yeah, he will now wait. I think he was 10th in the qualification, so now maybe there's 10 more boats to go. I don't know.
Yep, 10 to go.
10 to go.
So now we're going to start to get the cues come up. Wow, wouldn't it be exciting to have Mathieu Sodi from Morocco in the final?
Yeah.
Just, he was down in Australia training over the Australian summer. And I know that Morocco is incredibly proud of what he's achieved in this sport, and he would love to get to another Olympic Games. 4th in the Under-23 World Championships last year in 2022.
Yeah.
And just, of course, trains a lot in France.
He does, and he's also one of those who is quite light and very strong and has this smooth style. Like you see, the boat runs really well all the time, and like always having the speed and in and out of that upstream, looking very, very good and composed here.
So all clean so far, and currently sitting in that second position for Mathieu Sodi from Morocco.
Yeah, keeping it together here, like in these tricky down gates, and let's see how he does in this S gate. A little bit slow, but he stays clean. That's the most important. And let's see. Oh, very nice in these down gates as well. And now only the last big move. Ooh.
It's okay. It's not too bad. He's got to get across here though. Good work. That's good work.
That's good. Now getting the speed out.
Okay, he's going to be close. He needs to go under 95.
And he will make it, I think.
He's going to be close. He's there. Oh, he moves into third.
Yes. What a good run.
Wow.
What a good
Are
run.
we going to see an African in the final?
Yes. I think he has a good chance now.
He most certainly do. Joe Clark is confirmed.
Yeah.
He is in the final. Can his British teammate Chris Bowers get through and join him, give the English fans something really exciting, the great British fans something really excited to get into this afternoon. But he has got his work in front of him, Chris Bowers, young paddler.
Yeah. And at the World Cup here 2001, I think he was 4th, so he knows how to paddle this course really well, even on like competition.
Ooh,
yeah.
Look at him go. He's putting it down.
Oh, the touch. I didn't see that.
That's okay. He can still, his time is still quite fast though.
Yeah. And he's a very strong guy. He knows this course, every bit of it, and yeah, in and out of that upstream. You see how he pulls now to gain some time, and yeah, he actually gained time there on Yo, but picking up another touch.
Yes, 2 touches for Chris Bowers. That is really tough. So Martin Duguid is the paddler sitting in second position at the moment with a 94.56. It's around 3.6 seconds behind Joe Clark's time. So that's what you've got to watch when you see the split time come up.
Oh.
And we'll get an idea here how far below the split
very nice
he is.
Nice S gate there, and
7 seconds is going to, that's too hard.
Yes. Oh.
Even with the home crowd trying to lift Chris Bowers, it's not going to be his day, I don't think.
No, I don't think he's
good there, but no.
Not picking up enough time to challenge the top 10 here. It's
shake of the head for Chris Bowers. His day is over, unfortunately, but I'll tell you whose day is not over. Martin Duguid from Switzerland. He is through. It's confirmed. He is through to disappointment there in the fans too. They've come out here. That's all right. They'll have something to cheer for later on. Now, Jakob Grigar. He's had a busy year, on and off the water.
Yes, he is. Slovakian paddler who can put down some incredible fast runs when he feels like he is.
Become a father this year as well, so that's given him, and I think he's got another one on the way already.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he's already had it, I'm not sure, but he was busy anyway. But wow, look at that time. That's a very good start for Jakob Grigar.
Yeah, one of the kindest guy around the circuit as well, always speaking to everyone, and
he's just a lovely, genuine guy. Always makes time for people.
Yeah, and looking like he has a good run so far.
Silver medalist in Tokyo, of course, at the Olympics there. And look at that split time. He's sitting in second position at the moment. So Mathieu Sodi from Morocco is the man waiting to see if he will need to keep his boat out of the shed.
A little bit low there in that up, but most important, stay clean. And yeah, the last part of the course is where you win or lose. Oh, very nice.
Good combination there for Jakob Grigar. And look at that.
Small touch.
He's going to be with that touch 5 seconds down. So it's going to be tough. It's going to be close. He needs to nail this move.
Yeah, goes for the spin. And
lost some time there. A little bit of time.
Yeah, a little bit of time. But
not going to be good enough, I don't think.
He's very strong on the finish sprint, but it's too much loss in the last move. Especially, I feel like they lose some time exiting the last upstream gate there. Yeah, don't get high enough, so they have to paddle back up, and yeah.
Yep. So that means that we have an African paddler in the final. Mathieu Sodi will represent Morocco in the final this afternoon. What a great moment that's going to be. Giovanni De Gennaro, the Italian Ferrari.
Yeah.
Look at him motoring down this course. 5th at the European Championships, 2nd in the World Championships last year. He's not missed a final this year in the World Cups, so incredibly consistent paddling.
Yeah, he has been on form this year, definitely, and are really good when it matters on these big races, and yeah. We'll see if he can challenge Jo's time.
Yeah, he's one of only a handful of paddlers who could seriously challenge Joe Clark's time. He's more than a second down at the moment, but importantly, he is sitting in outright second.
Yep, and he's not going away too far away from Jo's time still, so he's in contention of doing something special here in the last part of the course.
So it's been a good run so far for Giovanni De Gennaro. Would dearly love to become a world champion. It's something which has eluded him throughout his career, and certainly he's capable. What's interesting?
What I talked about earlier when the big stopper there catch the back of your boat, but here now let's see,
going direct,
and he's very high into that upstream, which
done it well.
Oh, that's so fast.
Here we have, he's going to be in top 5 time for sure.
Yeah.
Now, where is he going to finish though? That's the question. It's going to be close. It's second
place. Yeah.
And the queue goes up alongside. It's another final for Giovanni De Gennaro. Is today going to be the Italian's day? Will he finally break through and become a world champion? He's given himself every possible opportunity.
Yeah, and he lost some time there in the S move in the stopper where he caught in like the back of his tail, so I think he can go faster definitely in the final.
Now Darius Popella, he's been around for a long time. 2008 in Beijing he made the final, finished 8th. He's been to a couple of Olympics since and just always giving his best, and today he's really going to have to be at the very top of his game, because the man who's waiting to see one of the only men on the field who's actually older than him, Peter Kauser, is sitting in the moment on the bubble.
Yeah.
So one way or another, Frederick, we're going to have somebody who's close to my age in the final, which would be nice. I'm happy about that.
Yes, it's good to see the old guys.
Oh, you're not allowed to say old guys.
The young guys,
the experienced
guy, showing that you can still be super fast.
And this is good. Look at his time. He's in touch. He's only a second outside Joe Clark's time. Oh, but there's a touch.
Yeah.
Is that going to be the deal breaker for Darius Popella? A 2-second penalty.
Yeah.
They're reviewing it, but yeah, it's going to be tough for him at the moment.
We'll see how he do this. Oh, so nice with the S-gate there, and he is with the touch still like going really fast. And see, it looks like he will go for the spin here, and he's get a bit stuck there, and oh no, losing the wave as well, paddling back up. That's not what he wanted. Oh, now
he knows it too.
Yeah. Now he'll be outside. It's so important to keep the speed over there in that wave, and didn't manage to do that.
Such a good run up till then. He had a touch though, and that was always going to make it hard, but it means that Peter Kauser, the veteran, will be in another World Championship final.
Yeah.
And that is one of your big stories of the day. Right, Tim Anderson, who's been super impressive this year, the young man from Australia. He's made a couple of World Cup finals. He's been super fast.
Yeah, he is still like so nice. Still waiting for that really top result. I think he can do it. Let's see if today is the day. Oh, that is very tight. We will have to wait and see what the judges say about that.
Yeah, we'll need to have a look.
Yeah, they have video judges watching that definitely right now, but haven't seen anything coming up.
No, they're not saying they're reviewing it. Maybe the judge on the sideline thought it was fine. Maybe they've given it the all clear, but
Yeah, they definitely have a good position to judge that, so we know that it will be all good.
So other than that, now they're reviewing it. They've just heard that. Thought, oh, Frederick says we should review it, so we better review it.
I think he was inside, but we will see.
He's split time at the moment. Oh, he's giving the judges some hard work to do.
Managed to stay clean, even though he was a bit offline there.
Stop it. Look at this. That was good.
That's very good.
That was good. So he's inside the split time he needs to be to get into the final.
Very nice there.
And that's a good combination as well. Righto, come on, Tim Anderson, bring this home for Australia.
For direct, and it looks good. Looks good. Like he will keep the speed. Oh, very nice.
Okay, now he's got to bring this home. It's going to be a big finish for him. I think he's going to be okay. I think he's going to be straight into the final. Tim Anderson is just, yes.
Oh, yeah, very good.
Oh, but he knows, you can see that look. It's a look of a man who he's thinking, have I got away with one there? Let's have a look.
On the video here.
You be the judge at home. You be the judge at home.
I think, it's not the best angle to see, but that one is definitely short. That should be fine.
I think that's the angle he'll be asking them to look at.
Yeah.
Just to ensure that he is through. So we'll keep an eye on Tim Anderson with that review underway and watch Stefan Hengst, the German, 12th in Augsburg last year.
Yeah.
Has been spending a lot of time in the kayak cross, but we know that he's a formidable kayak. Oh!
No!
He's missed that gate.
No, the gate after the 7. Oh no.
So for Stefan Hengst, that is heartbreak.
That is not what he wished for, no.
And that is going to make it very difficult. And if we look...
Where did Hannes finish?
Yes, the Germans have got some problems, I have to say.
Yeah.
The Germans have got some problems here because they also weren't top 10 in Europe.
No.
Well, that could be your headline story here.
Yes.
That the Germans are going to miss a quota for the K1.
Yes,
there's still some, I mean, we've still got to wait. There's still some things that could fall into place.
Yeah, we will have to see.
But I can tell you that the Germans did not finish top 10 in the European Championships. And at the moment, the Austrians, you would think, Frederick, will take the quota from the European Championships.
Yeah, we have to wait and see when everyone has gone down. But yeah, devastating for Stefan. I know he...
Yeah, that's far out, he says. That is... that is... Wow. There is your story, folks. There is your story. And look, he knows what that means.
Yeah, Stefan can paddle really fast. And now the run was over already in gate 7. That's really not what he wanted.
Oh, gee, I'm trying to catch my breath.
Yeah,
there.
me too.
This is a huge story.
Yeah, we have to wait and see.
It's not definite, folks. Don't take Frederick and my word for it, but we've done some maths here, and it's not looking good.
Could be big news, definitely. Let's see. Oh no, a small touch there for Matthew Desnos.
So yes, representing Brazil, of course. Used to paddle for France, but now representing Brazil. Finished 15th in Tucson this year. And we already have, where's Pepe Goncalves? Is he? No, he's not in the top 20. So he needs to do a good run here to give Brazil a chance of an Olympic quota. Now, the asterisk has been removed from Tim Anderson.
Yeah, so he's in the final.
So he's in the final.
Congrats.
Great result for Australia. Great result for Tim Anderson. And they'll be celebrating at home in Australia right now, where it's, I can tell you, it's about 20 past 9.
He loses the grip of his paddle to stay clean there and don't lose too much time. Other than the touch, this run looks quite nice. He's pushing off the wall there, losing a bit of time, not having the boat speed out, but let's see if he can have a very nice getting a little bit,
It's a bit low now on the, out on the split. I should mention that Maciej Polizek from Poland is also through to the final after the run of Stefan Hengst. So good result for Poland as well. But is Matthew Desnos, is he going to be close enough to give Brazil a chance?
Very nice, but the time is still slipping away here. So
he's going to be struggling to be top 20 for 25. That's not going to be enough, I don't think. We'll wait and see, but I think looking here, there's already a good news for your teammate, Isaac Åström, who I think is going to be in the mix. Frederick, I know we've got a few paddlers to go.
Yeah,
but definitely. I think he's going to be in line for a quota.
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Fist bump, man.
Yes.
Fist bump.
Yes, very good job of Isaac to catch that quota, and he's sitting now on 11th place outside of the final.
But top 15 get quotas. So
yeah, so that's the most important for today, and yeah, very well done.
So Jiri Priskovic, what more can we say about this man? Let me just tell you folks, if you're watching at home, he has won the world title at the past 2 Olympic qualifying world championships. So he did it in 2015 before Rio. He did it in 2019 before Tokyo. Can he make it 3 in a row? He is the reigning Olympic champion. He is a 2-time world champion. What more can we say about the Czech pocket rocket?
What we can say is he's starting with the C1 now, and he's done really well in that category as well, but missed out on the semi-final actually, and obviously the final as well.
So at the moment he is on track. His time would put him into outright second. Fast. He's not going to challenge Joe Clark's. Oh, actually he is closing in on Joe Clark's time.
That was very nice.
It's going to be interesting. Jiri Priskovic from the Czech Republic. That's how you do it, folks.
Oh, yes.
Just lost a little bit of time there, but
very tight.
He's fine.
Oh, yes.
He's fine. He's going to be into the final. Jiri Priskovic
in the final, yes.
He's going to challenge now for the top 2 into second position.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Jiri Priskovic.
Very nice run of Jiri there.
Yep. So that is going to make things interesting for the final, and I'll tell you what's going to make things interesting now. We have the last paddler on the course. His name is Jakub Krecki. He's from the Czech Republic. Sitting in 10th position right now is Johnny Dixon from Great Britain.
Right. Yeah, so...
so Jakub Krecki, is he going to bump Johnny Dixon out of the top 10 and make it... Oh, there's a touch. Now that's going to make it interesting.
Yeah, but we know Jakub can go really fast. He's a strong young guy. He's really likes taking the gates on, leaving nothing out there. So we'll see if he can. Yeah.
Jakub Krecki, his time. Well, Johnny Dixon's time is a 96. Let's say it's 96 seconds. That's the time that Jakub Krecki is going to have to go under to get through. So anything a split time under 6 seconds will be okay for him.
Yes. So let's see.
He's going to be... is that another touch? Or is it okay? I think...
But he's losing time now, and he needs to make time. So let's see if he can...
He's still in touch. Yeah. It's going to be really tight. It's like... We're talking nanoseconds difference now between his time and Johnny Dixon's time for this final spot in this afternoon's final.
Oh, that's very nice.
That was good. All right. Now, can he bring this home? We're going to have 2 Czechs in the final. Yeah. Jakub Krecki, that was good too.
That was very fast. Let's see if he can. He goes for the spin, and yeah, he keeps the speed.
Okay.
Oh, now there will be a sprint to the finish.
95.99 is the time he has to go under. It's going to be desperately close. Very close. Is he going to do it? 95.99. He's outside it. Yeah. Johnny Dixon is through. Johnny Dixon is through to the final after qualifying in 41st position because there was a tie.
Right.
So he got into the final with a stroke of luck, really.
Yes.
And Jakub Krecki is... and there's Jiri Priskovic just trying to console him.
Yeah, he's a young guy. He has still a lot of races to come.
Well, I mean, fancy being able to be consoled by someone of Jiri Priskovic's standing, but it just means nothing to him because he knows that he's out. Look at that top 10, Frederick.
Yeah.
Look at the top: Clark, Priskovic, De Janeiro, Duguid, Sodi, Anderson, Kauza, Popovic, Equinez and Dixon. There's a good mix there of young and old, isn't there?
Yeah. And Isaac Åström from Sweden is 12th place there, so a quota for Sweden. Yeah, very good for us.
Yeah, really good.
And we have to see about the Germans now. 29th place for Hannes Agner. don't know if that will be enough for a quota or
Well,
not.
let's have a look. Let's just quickly have a look here.
Yeah.
So we've got Great Britain, Czech, Italy, Switzerland, Morocco, Australia, Slovenia, Poland, Spain. So there we already have 9 countries. China, 10, Sweden,
11,
New Zealand,
12.
Congratulations, France.
No, they don't count, I think.
Why not?
Because they already got a quota.
Okay, Japan.
That's 12 then. No, 13 I mean.
Ireland.
14.
And Slovakia.
15. Yeah.
Wow.
Germany could be out of the...
Germany could be out of the Olympics.
That could be...
We will crunch those numbers and bring them back. Frederick, thank you so much for being part of the commentary.
Yeah, thank you.
Come back for the final?
Of course.
Looking forward to that already, folks. I hope you've enjoyed our coverage so far this morning. The semi-finals have been good, but let me tell you, the final is going to be even better. We're going to crown some world champions. We're going to confirm some Olympic quotas. It's going to be something really, really special, and we're looking forward to bringing that to you. Well, let me tell you, the women's final kicks off at 1:35 local time, which is about an hour from now, and we're looking forward to bringing you that, and then straight after that we'll have the men's final action as well. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you in a little while.
Well, all for those bonus points.